pay, to pay, to pay, to pay, to pay, to pay, to pay.
Our Queen Mothers, our former President, John Mahoma, my fellow comrades, distinguished guests, Cadres, ladies and gentlemen, let me first express my gratitude to the chiefs, the Queen Mothers, and the people of Winneba for hosting us here today, and welcome all who have come from far and near to celebrate with us. Before I continue, ladies and gentlemen, I entered Winneba this morning, and as I looked around, some calmness began to descend on me. I felt at ease with the environment. I noticed how clean your environment, your streets were. It made me feel at ease and calm. And I mentioned it to Nana, the chief, to encourage us to always keep the environment clean. There is so much more money I believe we can make from the tourist industry if we will keep our environment clean and extend this cleanliness to the shores, the beautiful beaches of Winneba. Keep that in mind and clean up your environment, especially the beaches. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, many have today forgotten the circumstances that gave birth to June 4th, 1979 and 31st December 1981. And some have deliberately spent huge resources sponsoring a distortion of history based on outright lies or half-truths, and the rendition by cowards who ran away during those heady days. The sun is up. Some of you must be hungry. We'll have to get back home to feed our families. Today's 31st. In a few hours, we'll be crossing over into next year. If the sun wasn't so hot, I would share lots of interesting stories about June 4th with you, as well as 31st December. But we'll postpone it and do that another time. For now, let me simply say that some may not want to speak openly about the truth, but there are millions alive who cannot forget the dire circumstances that this country found itself in 40 years ago, when the atmosphere was so fragile and volatile. An important lesson in history. Listen, an important lesson in our Ghanaian history is going to be lost on this nation, on this generation, because a handful of warped minds, full of hate and bitterness, are being paid to distort and cover up events in our history with color stories and lies. Ladies and gentlemen, in 1979, Ghanaians had suffered years of abuse and corruption and sought natural justice to punish some of those who were responsible for the humiliating circumstances that we suffered. Ladies and gentlemen, It will shock you to know that before and during Achampong's regime, the banking sector, especially the Ghana Commercial Bank, was plunged into unimaginable corruption. The bank served as an avenue for cronies and a particular group of people to feed fat on taxpayers' monies that were used to create the resources in these banks.
The 31st day of the month of December 2025, and some 44 years ago, Ebano Oman Ghana Yanga Bakosema Ewa Manyosemono, Abakosem Esie, na Yenya Openyimbi, your friend of Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings, Ohun Senia, a memu, Eriko Ewa Memono, Nanyama Enkoye, Jos Original, Se Osreni, na was a yes, Sanya Mem, na Yaman Sacharemapa, Ebaso. Oh, Mangana, younger memum, and no sorry, Janai, and as I such I know, to me basso. And then Fisher, Bianang Anangachi, 44 years later, no. The a year near Oyeno, Kobai said, for me, Amanyoku, I have friend said, the National Democratic Congress, NDC, and it drew every year, the last day of the year now. NDC as a political party, and the revolution, yet to the 31st December revolution, Wamu Eshahufa. I know that Namsunti and Aminurika say no, NDC as a political party, and then the revolution, the Nam so I do NDC no, and then one Erisha Hufa, a war, a year Ada, I know war and Kramantama. Meeting the Accra Dako, me, and I mean now, so another day, Media Jubadinano, Media Chiamia, the Arabramo live, our Hanum. Na Antana Mattia Socrano, opinion, your friend is Godwin Akogan. Or your Deputy National Communications Officer, Adima Andisa Monyokuno, Etumede, you know, Sabayan Monom, or no, the main organizer Adima Etumede, Ganyamakwa Baba TV XYZ. Yeah, and I didn't think Wako here say, yet Etumede Ebabada.
You most of the time, Mamadikan ended it here for us. Most of the time, about 31st, because your name said GD4 be sorry, and you mean to know. You're rotating within Accra and close places like Eastern Region, Central Region, June 4th, na to me the call and idea. And to this year, I down for a appeal, I say, Omo Pese, Omo a hosty a war, Ada, na Yasu Yapines, so Emma almost say, we are bringing the program here. Right, I'm say, your national chairman, Ababe Drew. Yeah, MC is phoning now, so Abedru. Yeah, General Secretary Ababedru. Yeah, Mame Vice Chairman, so Ababedru. In the NDC Nana Ebaha Eneno. Timpeni for Unimbiano. Expect the person here.
Maybe say the 31st anniversary, you know, I didn't know how significant and who fasu bang and a word in ma obia unim.
Okay, I'm say, Meka say. Rawlings, Kumiensa, 15th May. It wasn't successful. And no, na yache no. The yache no. Komoka say on the 4th of June, Quebeco Bono, Yabeko Bono 2 and I say Coco Hangeno no. And a soldier for the castle there be Obia, what to me, severe, the young Tanase, Emma Way and Coso. And na Emma June 4th, a buy. Until June 4th, not a uprising. Na 31st no a revolution because Ghana for nyina sorry said ye air cost no enye and for us as a party no sa eniema we Rawlings na di enim sa milestones to we no and na ye form ya ma on the 10th of June ye wo NDC and no no eye eda e wo NDC mu a ye mfendi agro 15th of May Cadres mfendi agro kra June 4th, so the same thing. And 31st, and yet at the Ketwa. And so 10th of June, as the formation of the party. So these are significant things. Make me, I can say, ye jina soa, ye believe, a guiding. Into so ye NDC na who standing for probity and accountability. Yeah, the post Emma, you are careful how you handle it. I'm saying you hear me
Godwin Akogan and yet actually Deputy National Communications Officer Edima the NDC Amanyokono. So Yawahanamo Erin Channel, you expected the national chairman for the NDC, Mr. Johnson Esiedu Enketia, and if a general secretary of the party, Fifi Kwete. Our general secretary, no, so yes, name so obetumi aba. Ono so we ano na yes, name say the second most important person. Our young man mo, Her Excellency Professor Nana Jeno Poko Ajiman, or man penning abedi chileno. Ono so no baba otitina fo. Ediama ene ejumede ewo. Ada asafo tufiam park hanuma. Yade 31st revolution celebration. Yade so 44th no. Yade once again, it's a friend who are tuning in. I'm a higher TV XYZ, a higher Power FM, a higher Radio XYZ. You're streaming live. Our Facebook, our TV XYZ Ghana, and if a Power 979, and a Radio XYZ 93.1 on Facebook. But on Twitter, and if a X, so also you're streaming live. Our Instagram, so and all the social media platforms. So no, I'll be here. Our and to me pacho Nina and me pacho Mino Erica say no, the member of Parliament for Kole Klote constituency, member of Parliament for Kole Klote constituency, Dr. Zenato Ajima Rawlings, and a Wabedri Amuboy who say, young cameras na capture no kama ono no walk in majestically. No, Erica say no, or no so wabetu. Don't forget, say Dr. Zenato Ajima Rawlings and Mino Erica said wabedua, wefia say ochiachia kama. Ede ama no obibiara ehusenia ete ahimfo ahimia ani panyifo dodo no nyina no wo nyina wanga bedua eti Dr. Zenato Ajima Rawlings ena ochie yi ahimia ne ahimfo nyina wori jenuso a Mino Erica say no na bribia ekoso ye kama ede ama intimi pacho ye de adwumadi nyina bremo live on TV XYZ and a Power 97.9 Dr. Zenato Ajima Rawlings and Sabri Mino Erica say no ogusa ochia eye adofo ahifo ene obibiara won abedu hanumuzia ye de adwumadi no ere ebremo TV XYZ Suni Power 97.9 yeguso ya wahanum me pacho ye ne eye won a abedu so ebetwetwe enkomo ye ne won betwetwe enkomo ne ebisa won se se yeka eye revolutionary eden ena wo mu kai e was ta eye dwumade ho yeka eye 31st revolutionary eye dangade eden wonim titiru won a won ani afi kakra no eden wo kai eden wonim eti eno so ye ne nkofo kakra bi ebetwetwe enkomo na yehu se ne eno so ne wo munim eti no me pacho ohun say yama mo quality pictures and a quality videos and a de nyinara ebremo ewa ahanom and the mayor of Accra and wabedu Mike ni Papo Alote ono so wabedu ha and MC for Kole Klote ono so wabedu ha no say enti me pacho mo ne yantina ye de dwumadi nyina bebremo na Dr. Zenato Ajima Rawlings oba no enya ne nkwa no ba na mom oni ne nua barima Kimathi ena oni no abedu ha no say ya ye de adwumade ere ebremo enti no yabeko na ye ne won a wom ewonim dia na se womunim abakosem kakra bi ade afa revolution ho no ye ne wom atwetwe komo titiriu Cadres ni bi no yani Cadres ni bi enkotwetwe enkomo na bi yembisa won se eba no se yeka revolutionary as a Cadre obi oye Cadre bia no what does the person remembers 31st no how significant edima obi oye Cadre ewo Ghana ha eti mami ni opani nkotwetwe enkomo na yembisa no di okai efa 31st December opani yemwachi yo midini akwa Kofi da komi pacho wo fraud den ye femi Roman Kofi Deputy Communication Officer Cadre Ashama constituency and 31st mu Cadres no hu faso ben na dima faso ben na dima wo de mamo yo esu ye boss ye Cadres
and na dieda and then 44th anniversary 79 cool as I no mining yet and young papa Jerry Rollins I will say no or for Cambesu and Daniel Ma a Ghana mine I be a yet says it's Italia celebrity 44th anniversary now in Yajipa I want near Rollins at the year Boa Ghana for a Ghana phone you have to me Anya found dear up to any Internet or ha and do Omuntias and you only give. Yes, the communication officer, I'm a deputy. I didn't casa.
Medasipi, and maybe many communication, me patcho mamuso. So as a keda, and I will be a domain this amount, and they know, and who want for so.
Patcho, and who want for so. They tell who want for so, say, and this is 31st December 1979 and then 1981. Any one just say na any sikunu any home because ya no ma any opposition here. Omo nim say omo free UP tradition and then there omo beda ni MPP. Nti NDC so no yes we nim say ye chire every 31st December through the PNDC and then to now then during the 1922 to the NDC. So it's very very important say ye near the MPH because any society and as a group of people are nim which you know not just a mayera. Into the principles of the 31st December, which is probity and accountability, must imbibe in our governance today, and which we are sure say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama on making sure said that some of those fruits of seeds that was planted so many years ago is coming to fruition.
Midasipi, Enti Shama Communications Officer. You are still live on TV XYZ Power 97.9 and Radio XYZ 93.1. My XYZonline.com. Honks you are streaming live. I will honor. Openyi ba kunsu wa ha meni no betwetwe nkomo man say openi anani afie pa enti won na wo munim keda mu nsem ye enti ma membisa no na onka asem ba ko biem bi mfa kire openi mi mu akwa ba ha TV XYZ so ni Power FM ya mo wa kire
yeah
asem ma wa fisha pa
finko beta ye
mu a mu dom keda anase mu ye members of the keda na enema be ye NDC no and 31st no emfa so ben na ewo edimamo.
It was in Fasobe because out of 1st June 4th and about 31st Nimuna NDC free. Inti se CIA wo mamu papa mono. Let's say 31st no progress papa abagana.
Medasipi enti ono na yene no atwetwe nkomo no ye be gender balance. Yene Mary Manakasa. I was saying, Yamiani Binson, Bisa Womunsem, TV XYZ Sunny, Power 97.9, and the Radio XYZ 93.1. Say, Fen Wajoni, Yami Paton Yuraya, a 44th anniversary celebration of the 31st December Revolutionary Ebasu Omaimo. Don't forget the flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings, former president of the Republic, and no leading young Nasa revolutionary to me Baso, 1977. And etumi ebaso eti yene emiano so bi so betwetwe nkomo na ye bisa won what they know about the revolution ene nia edi abre omangana no ye be gender balance kakra enti yene emiano bi so betwetwe nkomo mami ye mo wache ha TV XYZ ne Power FM so mipa cho wodin
Pacho your friend is Susie Youngson
anti Susie so sa adigwe baso abantugwe baso 1977 bepemene no wo as obiano o say etumi nyansusu so papa wo mangana so
Pacho you enya susu bebre especially meya enya so faso bebre since was starting as 31st December women's movement na through that na ma meya tumi agina won now so aye adwuma se obi may be kura nka ho kura wotumi ehwe won ho ebi ti se ye nkuro mekropon constituency se baby wo ho frɛ ho se kokom ma ya ma me kuna du be ma ye benya agari factory wo ho apasare wo ye ngo wo ho che se ana no so no odi kan di school so ba sa mpatam ho ma ye nti no me ya de ye nya so fa so bebre ebepem ne.
But binimu what mu po bi say even though nia we can say the fasua bre mia wo Ghana binimu what mu po say enti ene hu kwan se hye ho fa tinu opposition fo woni wo ya adwene
wo se nya no kware se dey
wo se wonye ni se bia ye edru 31 anka ye hye sa afai
oh ehu hia pa se wo se ye hye sa afai it says metumi aka se nam sa afai so ne ma me ya yeso ye hu ye nso fa so ene ye hu botai nti no sa afai di eye pa se wo se afi bi adu ya yetumi hye sa afai
me da sipi enti ye ma me nso na ye ne no atwetwe enkomo no ofri all the way from Ekropon abaton pesia so e wo poe mantem na wabedru ha na eye ene 31st December revolution na etumi ba so no na egu so a yare ehye ho fa e wo ha na me kai mo se enye ye ma me zenato ankuto no wabedru ha na mo twerefo panyi di man di samanyoko no owura fifi avikwete ene fe national chairman Johnson Esedun Katia owura Kofi Ato nso wabedru ha no say ene fe the Greater Accra Regional Minister honorable Linda Omiliwa Akwele Oklu nso wabedru ha and then the member of parliament for Adan constituency Comfort Doyo Kujo Gansa nso wabedru ha don't forget the special guest of honor Eddie Manede Jumedino Her Excellency Professor Nana Jeno Pokwajimanga Oye Ghana Mampenying Abedi Chiri Mesanga ko na mini Cadres Funubi Akotwetwen komobium na Yenge Hussein Jumedino Eriko Ntimi Pacho follow me sa mi Pacho stream live Facebook or Power 979 and the TV XYZ Ghana and the Radio XYZ and the 3.1 and yamu mi Pacho uba hano mawatuni ina hanya irakura hanya irakwan eti yani empanyifunu bi betwetwe nkomo ewo TVXYZ so any Power FM womu na eba no ye kakeda womu enumom papa me mu achi.
Thank you. Can I speak English? Or?
You can speak Ga or English. You have no problem. So the question is simple. Aloma biake 31st ka aye bi neke mini okayo mini baodwam.
Okay, no ni banjomoji. I told me ado. India bonkata manso. I got 31st any banjomoji. Bani John Rollins. Ghana bi ewa ni bi ya no ha wo echa he afole ke property efe no ne kan ne de gino ko ni ka wo fle wo chu aka mate ka mo mi agbo ni e ba kun wo ka je ne kan ha mo ne ni no wo sane ka be wo kaile wo chi aka lele efe ko Ghana bi wo fe wo he wo ya ka efe ko bo wo he ha mi agbo no Jerry Jones ka 31st ke en konado ajima ron se wo sumo aka no fe no afi fan e ha me oni mo ajo wo fe wo radon
fan boy radon mabi incha na hu mabila ka incha ofa no mo barega okay wo ofa ne keshe 31st ne ke ofa ne mini okayo
Jerry Rollins, chairman of the PNDC. Bene eba nine eva fe ken kaye Ghana bie ami wo nonaka ki biane reset of Ghana oba jeshishi no fele
fano yi wadon so yinumu empanyefo no bia womu edom Cadres from the onset bepimile na still an womu guso support the National Democratic Congress NDC amanyoko no enti 44th anniversary celebration of the 31st December revolution no and sabre yegusa de reba mino erukase no hwe mechi ha obon se ashen bi abegina ha the national chairman of the National Democratic Congress Johnson Esedun Katia ena ono prempre wabedru hanum ese ya no na wabedru no na ese wabedru no enche na ese the vice president of the Republic of Ghana Professor Nana Jeno Pokwajimanga ebeba abedru eti the general mosquito of all mosquitoes in the country no ena wabedru hey ena wabedru hey woman so on the general secretary woman mount podium no na won akotena se enti yegusu han mo yede djumade na ebramu live don't forget say edu 31st say ya say djumade wo hye ho fa na Eya water keka sem. And last year, 2024 by this time now, na NDC winning elections. Mema na yenim, but womu winning no mu ni abemu. But as I speak to you now, womu ewo abemu. Enti Myanmar, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama aye from January up to now no. Jadi say NDC fubaka hu asem e de akere Ghana fo. Esan say as I speak to you now, Ghana young sikasem ni obroni kan say economy no. Etumi ejina ne nanso kakra. Cedi no ejina ne nanso because last year by this time there was 17 cedis to $1. And now I'm in the can say no, 10.5 10 cedis 50 pesos to $1. And ejina sabrenti empanifo no go beka ho asem etu hwe me sanifa so a the General Secretary of the NDC Fifi Kwete, any national chairman Johnson Esedun Ketia, any other big wigs of the party no, and na womu echiechia kama ewo ehano no. Fifi Kwete bibi abesinko no. Obeye Deputy Finance Minister and as well John Evans at Mills administration and Sabre no no na Johnson Esedun Ketia so ono so basumi bia various capacities mo. Ewo memo entin womu no muguso a womu chiachia the members of the Cadres no ewo ahanmo wode to mede no every epremo etin pato we are still live on TV XYZ Power 97.9 and Radio XYZ that is 3.1 pato what didn't say suggestions and criticisms no your budget ni na so social media handles no enti betumi dia brain na yenga kinkan ni nyinara na yenyina tumi akan etumi akoyen and don't forget say jumedi ya de bremo free ada asafotufiam park ada asafotufiam park and what greater Accra region hanom and eguso ya de jumedi erebremo enti empanifunu guso a womu echiachia yanga enya the state broadcaster no nyina ewo ha any other private media houses and foreign media houses in so hanoma they are reporting on today's event no mehu nia erekoso ewo ada asafotufiam car park hanom ipacho kai national nsu se na medical kai no John Dramani Mahama o share Bobby say yet to abamano on the ticket of the NDC adibia obeye esim obehwe say other ministers obeye 60 per both regional and then cabinet ministers no and the bebu mangi and what deliver even as I speak to you now krampo no ubehu say Omangana ye need 60 ministers say ebinum afemu a wamotua na nanom ansiedo entino yehwe nim say ebia next year no ono be replace wom so John Dramani Mahama enu ye bob back a share we di so osanso share bossing yet to abama in 2024 obe make sure say tema oil refinery tour obe reviving as I speak to you now just 3 days ago tema oil refinery management led by its CEO a lawyer combat almost issue let him say to asanga fiase every ejuma so I am sure say empanifo a womo abemu prempia mo wa he obeka ho asem and the almighty inflation fiscal discipline and young ka yedi ne obronika ne say public debt no yara and omangana yam photo samfo a minister for finance Dr. Kasela to Forsten etimiku tua over 700 million Ghana cedis over 700 million Ghana cedis and no eye eka nanka amene omangana awetumi agotua ni nyinara na se omangana ye ka no tua na eguso ayere etua and yankobo obisan bia nso so ye enye se yakobo obisan da bi yankobo obisan biara ye eti na se bibia edida na akwan mu a womu erebu omang kama ewo ehonom enti no yeguso ewo hanom enti yenga fiase a match pass no ye de every ebramo ewo ahanom ada asafotufiam park ena ye de adwumade erebramo Power 97.9 TV XYZ Ghana ewo Facebook we patch follow ye ewo ha and the 31st December revolution no enemy patch yenga fiase a ye marching at the echo. This is because the national chairman of the party now per the NDC constitution chairman no ewo greater say ewo won bibiara obeyem and this event no eyana party no and organizing anytime whether the party is in power or not no party no and organizing way and what they Ariba enti emanenya umuma say national chairman and general secretary no one aba wɔn nyinaa no wɔn yɛ Cadres nti Wreath wɔn nyinaa no wɔn nipa bɛnui national chairman general secretary the two of them no they are all Cadres eti no ɛma ne nya wɔn akwa na obi bɛ bisa sɛ adan na mebum ɛna wɔn ɛto pasanante wɔn anasa wɔn mu akyi sɛ what say catch them young and they shall be yours forever if we say eyinum ɛna mpanyinfo ni hɔ a wɔn ɛretete wɔn sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a wɔba abɛgye mantel no na wɔn nso wɔn afia so saa enti ɛno nti na wɔn afia sɛ a wɔn mu akyi saa. We are still expecting the arrival of the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Professor Nana Jane Opoku Ajiman. Se obeba beduha na yede bibia ahyeso entino sabe match commander no na since ya me no we can say no all command wom say wom buhunia wom betimi aye kama e wo honom uba hanom nso a security bambo munsem very solid womo match kama na security from woribo bang e wo honom se na be bibia konkan etu bintimi maha biara keke se bia me baha abedi boni bi dabi be ya den if we say both the Ghana Armed Forces, the Ghana Police Service, the formed police unit, women in Ara, Wanga Ewa Hanoma, Wanga Bob, Bani Papa, Ewa Hanum, and Tisabi Uyas and Training Kurana, Yanga Mau to me, Yanga Mau accreditation, a bad year Papa, say Ubi to me, Ewa Honum. As I say, Musha, moving to Ashen, so the people, Mukukosoha. A chance of one of my accreditations and to me about money. So everything is in place, and we are only waiting the arrival of the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Professor Nana Jane Opoku Ajiman. Say, Obeba, Nafe Ejumandino Eduni Pomponso Ankasa. Usha wanga wamu machi bino wamu samukuta ishiri. You bronika ne say flowers ibi. Ukraini nebi ewaha na. Warusha say wanga enam sa dwumedi so anasa wanga besomo mangi na ene ye ne muruka say wanga totototo nyina no e de hwire ebekwa gu wong na so na ye de akai won be ya hyesu di say ye bribi ebaya na bribi a ye friend say 31st December revolution be ebai enti sa ne ma hwire nyina no de begugu wom so etime ne muruka say no sabre parade commander no etumi a command wom enti sese a womu gina ho we are only expecting the final arrival of the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana. Then wabe inspect ayesa parade na bribia aye kama ewo ahanom enti egusu ha TV XYZ Power 97.9 and Radio XYZ 93.1 FM etimpacho unyira yakra and the 44th year anniversary celebration of the 31st December revolution we and I read the Ebramo if we ada asafotufiam car park me did yakra ko fida ko me pacho me say streaming live Facebook Power 979 TV XYZ Ghana and Radio XYZ 93.1 Bibacho bibia de dana ko mu bibia kama ewo ahanom bibacho wo ejumedi bra ye de bramu yi enyomeku bi etaye ngechi ne de bramu bepemu no meka won asem e de akyeremu na mohuni a erekoso ewo ahanom enti constituency executives of the National Democratic Congress ndc amanyoku no mpanyefo omo nyinaara ensusu no won abahanom eno achi so no regional executives so ewo hanom ayedi Abramo ipacho se uadinchire bia fama me ewo Power 979 ana TV XYZ Ghana parade commander no ena sabre ochire woni obeye o command won 1 2 3 4 5 ena moto mo 9 sa no 1 2 3 ena mo match sa de ko no kama we actually say yes indeed a baby by a baby say ABC ewo omanyimu entino womu match de akọ omasi akọ china ho biom na bibia aye fine kama mi pacho sene ebeye a bibia be konkanti ene de bemo enti ye beko na yɛne mamefo bi so asanga kɔkasa yɛne mamefo bi so ɛbɛkɔ akɔkasa na yɛbisa wɔn sɛ wɔn nso so no ɛdɛ na wɔn kae ɛna dɛn na ɛnɛmafo nso wɔn ɛbɛtumi esua ɛdɛn ɛna ɛnɛmafo ɛwɔ sɛ wɔsua ɛbi firi ɛyɛ saa adwumadi mu enti yɛnkɔ na yɛne ahemiafo no mu bi so ɛnkɔ kasa na yɛnkɔhu ahemiafo no bi na yɛne wɔn kasa ɛdɛn na wɔn nim ɛna dɛn na young girls a wɔn reba wɔn nso wɔbɛtumi esua edi efiri ho ɛwɔ hɔnom enti yɛbɛkɔ na yɛne wɔn nso so akɔ kasa na yɛbisa wɔn asɛm TV XYZ Power 97.9 and Radio XYZ 93.1 FM na ribia enko so ye kama enti yenko na yeni ahemiafo no bi enko kasa ewo hono TV XYZ so ne and Power FM yeni wom ebekọ kasa na yebisa won asem ba ko ibiembi titi asofo nso ewo hanom ti yebisa asofo no mu bi se eden na wo so wo nim eden na wo so wo ekai ewo 31st December ena even though some ye asofo no even though say won eye asofo no eden na wo mu enim enti ye ni asofo yi bi ebekasa ede eye afa ho TV XYZ Sony Power 97.9 FM Power 97.9 So obi baby say sa ejumedi we mu amoya asofo no obi baby say 31st December anniversary no ehun won fa so ma ya ana so say den na was say yesu different
you know something
onkasa okay mate enti also your sofo enti bia sofo no de won mu ntimi kasa da edu 31st year pacho den na okay
normally we celebrate the year that we have ended, and then our expectation is that God should help us to enter into the new year, and also it should protect us through the year coming. That is the reason why we normally celebrate the 31st, because everybody on the earth belongs to God, and we must focus on God alone. That's our expectation. That's the reason why we normally celebrate the 31st. That is the vision of the leaders of the church. Yes. You are welcome.
Let me go to the Queen Manders. Mamiko ahemia nenchen. Emia mpanifo ne bi na me ne wo mo enkasa. Na mimbisa ahemia fo yi. Se on beka ga ana adangbe kura me okay. But ma epacho yemwache higher TV XYZ ni Power FM so yemwache.
In fact, I don't understand.
Okay, so I said good morning to you. What do you think that all of us as a people can do to make the country to progress, or what do you think we should learn from the 31st December revolution?
Unity, love, respect for each other. You are welcome.
Thank you. Bacho Memwache. Young girls are one more eba. You don't understand. So the young ones that are coming, the young girls, what do you think they can learn from the 31st December revolution?
I think they should be able to have their handworks. They should be able to learn their own trade so that they will be, when they get into a marriage, they will be able to assist their family. Thank you.
What's your name?
My name is Nana Naki Ayiku. Ayiku family Queen Mother. Yes, please. No, from Pampram. Yes, please.
Thank you very much. Bonifoli bina ini wo atwetwe enkomo no mamu nko na mene ohemia nso enkasa no so membisa no the Okai Efa 31st December revolution or any a footwear but media ma young girls are mobile because near all the revolution by no I did back when Okai probity and accountability. Me pacho me moache.
Yeah, ja.
I'm pacho din.
Me di nana kabuki obuba for the first. Obuba for your family. We mother for your family.
Me pacho young girls are mobile no. A day a photo no the bema wom. Senior nia or the revolution by na yesha hufa no. A day photo no the bema young girls.
Me the photo bema mun say omun yi omun no mun ye dwumadin. School no mun kwa mun suade ne fa mun du echire na ema ye ban ma ye nye basabasa ma ye nati basabasa oba o ye dwuma la ye dwumadin a bema to me bu kwasia na on to me nye hu basabasa o ni na ma respect be wo hu about me to be boa ekolom no na e man na frame no na o di bi say ye mami vice president in yes you bet me grow 40 so no that's it.
Eti ahimiafo no baako na me ne won etwetwe enkomo no na mepese mekona me ne empanyifo no bi so a omo ete minsa nifa so ha akotwetwe enkomo mehu empanyifo no bi DCs ahoro a won aba MCs mehu the Greater Accra Regional Director for NADMO ewa ahanom empanyifo no bi ma me ne DC Antivic and Coach and Combo. Na Yembisano say the accountability His Excellency Jerry John Rollins has to do for no. Have we achieved it as a people? And now say Debbie. Honorable, good morning and thank you for joining us on TV XYZ and Power FM.
Good morning.
So, first of all, let me ask you, when it comes to the 31st December celebration, what do you remember? What comes to mind when you heard the name?
Good morning to your viewers and listeners. My name is Victoria Jepo, the DC for Southton District. DC for Southton District. I am here this morning to also witness the memorable event of the 31st. This is an event that has brought a lot of change to Ghana. We as Ghanaians must be grateful that a day like this has been established by the former president. It is a day that we have to remember our history, where we came from and where we are today. So I wish everybody to actually join us to remember them. Even though they are no more with us, we must always remember them because our forefathers have left something for us. And what they have left is a legacy that we must try as much as possible to maintain and also cherish. So Ghanaians, we have to embrace this day of unity, this day of change, this day that has brought us a lot of light to us as individuals and as a country. Thank you.
Thank you. So that's the DC for to South and actually enkono ma enko na any honorable enko kasa. Just a word from you, honorable. This is a simple question I want to know. Do you think Ghana as a country, the accountability His Excellency stood for, do you think we have achieved it? You are live on TV XYZ though.
Yes, it's slow but sure. I think we make progress, we retrogress and make progress. But what I see is that this current government of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is committed to ensuring that it doesn't become an ad hoc thing for accountability and all those things that our time, slow but surely, we will move forward, never to retrogress.
Thank you very much. So this is the arrival of the Vice President, Professor Nana Jeno Pokwajiman, Wabedru Sabre, and Tenese Ubo Romano. You are still live on TV XYZ and Power 97.9. And the Omampanyinga Bidi Chirano and the special guest of honor. I did my Nede Jumede and Wabedu Wasabre. In turn, say Abambofono, the internal security, the Ghana Armed Forces, the Ghana Police Service, the Rano. Wong Ayakradwa Wamusha said, Ubitmi see finishing na say bibia edidana kwamo kama ewa hanom a higher TV XYZ Power 97.9 and Radio XYZ 93.1 FM a year 44th anniversary celebration of the 31st December revolution and a year the Erebemo live every a year ada asafotufiam park ada asafotufiam park ewo enkramantem ha and yedi Ninara Erebremo live ewa. But you follow you on social media, so you are live on Facebook, you are live on Instagram, you are live on X, and if other platforms in Ninano, you are live ewa ehonom. Inti Her Excellency Professor Nana Jeno Pokwajiman and Wabedru Isabre. Inti all the security team Ninano making sure say putting the necessary security measures. Send ye beye na ubutumi akuchia ansana wabefu eye is nankasana wakot se ewo anom. TV XYZ Power 97.9 and ye other platforms no any media. Don't forget say your affiliate across Ghana and outside the country. And the Daisy Radio Whiteley, almost one for Jumelia than for Par Radio, Numunina for Paris, and if a G Live Radio were UK, Womunara, Omu for Jumetina Live, Ewo, Ehanom, and the Vice President Abedu, man who said the Chief of Staff at the Office of the Vice President, Mr. Alex Segbefia, and then the Political and Policy Advisor to the Vice President, Dr. Samuel Ofosuampofo, Omunara, Wong Abedu. Hanom say ya almost almost him so 2 days no longer betina se kama ewo ahanom. The press secretary to the vice president Amaprat Ononso Wabedru, and then the administrator at the office of the vice president Ononso Wabedru kama so the vice president if you wait if fema mino Erica say no onam kama oba abetina se kama into Abana and over Broman Samama kama and over kama ewa hano. All the security team no won't make it the necessary checks no won't make it the necessary checks into vice when you do and now only na okwakotina sino enti won say camera is no e capture no kama ewa hanom enti no you are still live on TV XYZ, live for Power 97.9 and Radio XYZ 93.1. So, Sisiano, Bibia set your Vice President Abedru way, then National Anthem, any abebo. Your National Anthem, Intianko for National Anthem. Okay, so, Commander Nano, and National Salute, my Vice President, Honum. Kama ewa. Everything is in order. National salute. The national salute my voice. Training akoye pa mankasa misha sena. National anthem. The national salute ni sana. Afe omuba communicate ama the vice president. Na fe onu mwakasa na bibia ya kama ewa hanom. Ibacho TV XYZ Power 97.9. XYZ 93.1. Yede jomedi free Asafotufiam Park ewa ada in the Greater Accra region. A 44th anniversary celebration of the 31st December revolution, and I do Ebremo. It's no virtual and security to make sure, sir. any cameraman or journalist, any cameraman or a journalist without an accreditation, yeah, if you don't have any accreditation,
please, we can all take our seats. Thank you very much.
Security team are very solid. And accreditation. It's the 44th anniversary of the 31st December Revolution anniversary. And I did live on TV XYZ and Power 97.9. So commandant, no commander, and now on the
flag raising, lighting of perpetual flame, and Wreath Lane ceremony parade format. 60 young cadres drawn from the constituencies within Ada district. In attendance is a band from Ada School. Ready for the commencement of the parade, young patriot Ameya Gloria Jinkwa reporting, Your Honor.
Ameya Deborah Ajinkwa and our report to Ewo Hon to advise and communicate to young ahifo anase young panyefo a young nenanum a womu gunsa womu nso wombetumi na yama wo akwanya no se womu ngunsa e wo honom na brebia enye kamakam mehwe soro honom ampanyefo a womu te Dr. Samuel so ampofo Mr. Kofi Ato Johnson Esedo Ketia Excellency Professor Nana Jenopoko Ajiman, and then General Secretary Fifi
Parade Commander
and the MP for Ada Comfort Kujo Omotisro 86 ano Wulome and I worry about the Empire Ewaha
and I was Piono 1 million
into Yanko Fabie
Kamahawa no more no Johnny
Befa Wampai, I worry about Bono, Yankuti Wampire, Baby Bonibi, near to us. Yankuti.
I go. Oh, Mondo Mini, Mondo Chama, Chama. Eh, Machame, Naname, Yehe Manji, Maheni, Mazamba, Yehe Manji. Why, Excellency, Vice President, Nana Opoku Ajuma, Wanganya Kaba Adna occasional. Wa General Mosquito, Secretary, Kra Wanyanye, Wabenye Henyamanya, Wa MPs, Na Anga, Dan District, no Wanganya Henya. Assembly members, Ne Adam. Pay bime wanganye nya disi kasisi bia mekrawa nyanye he pepe chabi no ko na ji mondo so no wadasi ngayo eji head do sande le sane wa kai ka wa ma tu history wa benya made na wa je yo mondo se wa cha nana adi Nana Lumbo, Nana Koli, Okumbo, Kasisi Bime. Nyala Hiablo, Lanya Bana, Adansumano. Wabana, Haviate, Kasisi Bimengayo. Aka won't pay Adali, Newangayo Kabasi Mono. Say, Wakla Wabana, Bene Wamana first present. Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Wabana woni kumi wabana pepe wangbete bene baje ni na bahino kula wabana bemine obebo na maha nako ya mokola ama obuo nyafira kafi be kafosi lokoji o ma da singa ilo mahi wabana kolo me kula pepe se bohomi jo what President John Jerry Lawrence 1979 4th June Ekeo, Pio Esune, me soja mama wo, blonyange, mano yelo maden. Me. Aba, eba okay, Doctor Helen Liman. 31st December, eba ye no ha, ebe hie, ebe ku. La jamaku wali chame wo hami emi wasami nya tabi mona no bata se o tabi ta de futa ina mama o se sa ne wa wo danger no akakai wa former president lo mundo bijno no ne wa ba dasinga no wa chen meli pepe ne nyeye boa ni na jesi ni na je no ko wa pa amaje ka o lo ni mele wa be de fu eja kan bi obe ko ma di o wa be yo je mo no lo wan meli kra pe mu wa che nye kra pe ni ye bai ni nye nu pe se bo mi jo nene wa ngela no wa daji ka o fo bi mo che ko fo bi o bononge ha esane bi o ne jo wa kai bene wa ma vote ka ha wa former president John J.J. Lawrence o hawi je John o la ajovianga ke adali makayo la enno lo je pa la vote wa jano na wa ka vote wa president of John Mahama pure pepe lo nene John J.J. Lawrence pehawo the former president wangerane Mahama ka vice president o ona ni masina pehawo adali na banga tu o tu fia Lawrence ke kron we ewo wa we to ni ke hawo kan lo chabi lo wenji wo ejano la pa no ya pure ne wangela lokoji amaje hi okaya na ma asusi o awo se gbin na okaya ha wa president na gbin na ejepo nge wa dali mane mazanga hem na jo hawo bele pe no was yo ka basu bi o amana kan 70,000 people ma vote ke adam more than that vote on pele wa la no ne nge wa twi no abe ha wo pe nyachu amanyaba
Thank you very much.
Away, agbai, belekucho, esu, enam, manya, wadembani poto. Awe okay? Away, agbai, belekucho, esu, enam, manya, wadembani poto. Are we okay? Away, agbai, belekucho, esu, enam, manya, wadembani poto.
Thank you very much. The next will be the Muslim prayers, and call on Sheikh Isa Amate to give us the Muslim prayer. Sheikh.
Hene wasno wa nimeli Muslim samoka anomaba eke wagbenya wa che papa so for me hune abacha no hawo. Thank you.
Sallu ala nabiyyu karim.
Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Wanaacha upe oklima kuku obuade yo wekazugban ne ewo nimli adesan ahemi anunyam nga ezugban eno Nenemene esun elame lam cheme. Nenemene esun me ne wome agbojim. Agbojimi ni chene enge lalu ne ebasu wache wanene agbo nejima nkotoma ma nyadalo ka le moneno ebaje kpunga hemino ke esechon abaje kpunga hemino nge adan zugba eno wamadike wamasoli ke hale wadasinge islam nge adan zugba eno wange soli kengele ha ne maune ewo eno maune ewo eno kepie ne nemene le mawo ewo ano maune ehale sekemi maune eba eyi maune enu eyi bom maune epie ehi nyoke pia wange maubi ne nemene kemenga yange ba motu pani gbokwe chache ma opio ne edrame kulakpa ne ehame jun pakpa na ke kudo zugba ne ji Ghana ma kulakpa Ghana ma here pujehe usinohe womije kenganoje kulakpa enge ading maune hale jwemi eke se patehin na ke kudo ma kaya tabi ni chenele mawo eke se le hun enge jinge eding kaya hanu panele mawo esum enyone wa MP ne dasinga wanya neni ni chene nyimu matu enyene nga tu maune ejole maune hale hun sekem maune epole hun ehepie nini elio ne epie maune ekpaike ba pie nini elio he ne kekudo adance ba jaka no hun maniewi kama mayewi maune epie nyekla kwa nyehi yewa mau kwang mobi pie wase bekomi ne ya pewe hombe mi se ya pe punle be mi o ma obi ne egbojo eke hanwo ne Ghana ma emine jo ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك الرحمة إنك أنت الوهاب آمين.
Thank you very much. We would now call
in
on
the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. All praise be to Allah, Lord of the world, the compassionate, the merciful. O Allah, you alone we worship, and to you alone we look for help. Guide us to the straight path, the path of those upon whom you bestowed favors, not those who have gone astray. Amen.
Right, thank you very much. Let's now call on Very Reverend Moses Tekpe for the Christian prayer.
Machawa osofo nokotoma osofo takpeke osofo pa menanga yo twepe pone me hu abasole kamunya ke hawo ngaye siba mo pade ya mebem na mano pede hame ochum
Panye pe wange sole wacheke wa mau wale mukambo peji mau wale kanene ne mau jimu wale kamo lohane wanani na chemeke adanli ulohane wange wa abai nenga wano hiye pio no neji NDC kemi ni kotoma iblonya tom na ke bahiom no wana musingehi wana musinge blohiam no oyobuane wa man no kotoma humba suyo ke ni kpan na ba pie wahe Yehowa wange bi ekono blio yo nyangopu yo mino ono gba ngopu wa no nge yo mino enme ne nge yo ne jimu wole wa majama enme no wange bi ka choli ne henyilo choke ba yo hu wa chi anyablo wange bi ka bla nya tom no oke wona jesi moji petino ne moji nyagbe no alpha and omega lo wange bi ka wonu fenu ne ya no pepepe ni na makpali aseke hu oke me yaso nge to enjomi no wa posom nepi mbo Kristo osomi nyanga henya buam nom eno ke drum strot to wabi ke mo mauche bi ke mo konkron bi emi amen.
Thank you very much. The parade commander will take over once again as we prepare for the last post.
Ready!
Let us all be on our feet for the last post.
Anniversary salute, present.
Still standing, let us observe a minute silence for all departed Cadres. May the souls of all departed comrades and gallant soldiers rest in perfect peace. Amen. You can resume your seat as we prepare to light the perpetual flame. Please, let's kindly be on our feet for reveille. Thank you very much. The 44th anniversary of the 31st December Revolution commemorating perpetual flame would be lighted by our national chairman, Honorable Johnson. Nketia, you may now resume your seats.
Ene wasupio no amasu kane ne lo choka wajehano bujino yemio eyemu no wasami lo kan wa party wa national chairman ne mapelo.
Okay, yeah, the Masugu so Hanamaha TV XYZ Power 97.9 Radio XYZ 93.1 or fine young Edrusu, you know. Yes, I shall so did the Pierada Edru or Penyamabo so many that Toso Edriasa Baku say,
let's appreciate the national
I know the dances say indeed one more Erishafano. He lights the perpetual flame for us. Na nipa obedi enim akoye afiwe de no so no the national chairman Edima NDC
national chairman all the NDC
and
Rollins
Senator Rollins and Matthew Rollins nipa basan and mayor of Accra Mike Alote womu di nechia okwako sosa oche na asasa sude na etimi edimu kama na ansa na wo betu sa na moino na se was a flag na eno so womu epeja mu flag no so womu she no so kama etimi no Erica say no Johnson Esiedu Nketia the national chairman Edima NDC Amanyoko no ene Yera Rollins ni babia Dr. Zenato Ajima Rollins ene Kimathi Rollins nipa basan and a menu kase no womu ko enti wa so jana mano and odere kui Johnson is the was Sonic kama wanga soja and General Sekuto J and or the Arabi and Okran kama ewo honma our son in ya Ujano Eri the Nese Uday almost so adi chere say NDC as a political party and as a revolution lives on and the fire lives on Ujano Ejinemusa Anyese Ujano Ebedum Meno Erica say no Johnson Esiedu Nketia the national chairman of the NDC and to Ushe Ujano Ujano Sabe ayedini nyina enti onso Ujano there's a Ujano ewinda NDC as a political party Ujano na say ebedunda edini live of Accra live on TV XYZ live on Power FM and Radio XYZ and your other affiliates on social media so nyina the program enti ego te enche ishure midi kan we asem flowers no ye be le Wreaths no kama ewo hone dia kai wonga be bi na ene womu nka ye ho ati asefasa asiso no mako be se
ene esipio no esibene
so no wori ba be
amakai wanmeli ne akpogana no masesa me
ye nyina so kama
no epapeka opposition me ha blombo
enti yanga ka che media no se yentwe ho ye nyina ye na yentimi elisa Wreath no enti ni odi kan eno ba be le Wreath ne di kan no
on behalf of the
people
of Ghana.
Inti yebele di no Ghana for yebejina yang ananga ye no so ye mame no bedikang ye mame obifo na Jane opoku ajiman and obejine mu no abele on behalf of Ghana for obejina anang na ayeka
Excellency the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana Professor Nana Jane opoku ajiman
ene bambafo ene ni police ni odi na echi obo echi kama ewo ho no na okwakole Wreath no ete ama ewo ho enti Vice President of the Republic of Ghana Professor Nana Jane opoku ajiman ena okole
a political advisor office of the Vice President
behalf of the people of the Republic of Ghana.
Vice President office
original Ghana fu
Honorable
nyina
Alex Sebefia
na wedikan edehwe no akọ orikuno na Chief of Staff on the War Officer Alex Sebefia and if they is a political policy advisor, Dr. Samuel Fusu Ampofo, or also Okahubi. Tima media to come or the Suma Pachia, you parese, and HBM now, San Eric Patanasi into honor, and now will the first Wreath of people of Ghana. Ghana, forget to say, she is the second most important person in our country. Inti Sanka Mampanying in a baya, His Excellency John Dramani Mama on behalf of the people of Ghana. And His Excellency Mama Bedi China Benum, and on Nusaye, and Ghana for Anna. Tinoto Sui being
on behalf of the security services to help us through this. ACP Jokuno
na ACP
Jineku. Thank you very much.
ACP Jineku and Obejina, both the Ghana Armed Forces, Ghana Police Service, Ghana National Fire Service, Ghana Immigration Service, and one can in a bamboo Numekuni in Nara Anang and Obejina na Onosu Odin Shre Etoswe being a Kotuho, Sarah na Kamakama. Nti ono nso bra oribe no apolisifu beno ene asrafo baako ena wakane ho ena wode insure no eko no de akoto ho kama na enkaedom no itumi akosuye na itumi akọ yenganim ewo ha TV XYZ Power 97.9 and Radio XYZ 93.1 ena yedi echumeti every Abramo life ewo hanom. Ipacho a year 44th anniversary of the 31st December Revolution. And yadi a year Sajumade Erisha Hufay, Yadi Hu Amanebo, if we Asafotufiam Pack, a war ada, and yadi Erebramo.
Thank you very much.
And I yebi,
thank you very much.
And I yeribabekui.
The next wreath
or the Letoswibiesa, Akotuho.
Will be laid on behalf of the Cadres Corps. To do us this honor is Comrade God Nomote Akwe.
The foundation of the NDC.
Wanyamenyumo God, I pray on behalf of Cadres, the Noji NDC organizer for Ada constituency. Comrade God Akwe.
Cadres may come, Cadres may go. But the torchlight of June 4th has prevailed for the revolution to be with us till now. Dedicated to the cause and cause of Ghana, the country that they love. No lover of the NDC can despise of the role of Cadres in sustaining the gains that form the foundation of our great party. To the Cadres, dead and alive, we say Ayiko, and we will keep remembering you. Thank you very much, Cadres.
Song 7 and so far no young lady.
The next wreath will be laid on behalf of our traditional rulers. To do us this honor Nene Nana Adu Akrofi to do us this honor.
And was walking one in the make one aname. Nana Adu Akrofi in the on behalf of the traditional rulers. Nana Meke Isana Anya Mamihe. Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Professor Nana Jane Opoku Ajima.
Authority said Jumedi Aye.
Nana Mapeno on behalf of the traditional rulers. Hello, Wasano Hiliome, Waneneme, Wananame.
Dressing one phone.
Yebavu,
Ahufama se nipa ne hye fita se suit bibia wire ne kama ewo honom a yede ne nyina no ebramo ewo aha pipa chow se ne medi kan no security presence and security ne nyina no eye dwuma wa ha enti mofra kwampo won aba begina ha no engama obabi se wom nyina ye ma wakwenya se kogina ba bia orentumi enkogina ho enti nana himia
Ekono bene ambralo sihimbe Macha meka manya medine na here wano logo blafono bataki eke amlalo ne chumba mono wana na me kene me kai
Yes, these are the traditional authorities that we need. God bless you, traditional leaders.
Ngebone jo wa naname nyegbavu naname ko nyegbavu ame echumka naname echumi o before wa we niche
going to do the fifth wreath later.
Thank you very much.
If you just tune in, this is TV XYZ, this is Power
the next
FM,
wreath
and this is Radio XYZ.
will be laid
it is the 44th anniversary celebration
on behalf of the farmers and fishers. Help us do this. It's Comrade Peter Abrante.
Comrade Peter Abrante and Obejinem. Now, Odidiato Swindom.
Ene wasupiano wa cheme kwa nyeme mwuli omeke wa uyali ome ne amache wanumo Peter ne ebanye wahem wakachu tamakusimio kaisipa
Comrade Peter was it Omra until ono and onam honuma ori ebe
Kamo Peter mo bakone oba fia fine kan wo
obeje eye nhwere no no ode akoto ho nti ono no nam ho kama ewo ho ipa chow nti se na mege nti if you just choose
amanga wane goto ma yo dechum
Comrade Peter Abrante
TV XYZ
was awarded at the best farmer
my xyzonline.com
this year.
Najide ne jingma wulo na kotoma nga adapo kwa miyo ne wa DC wa MP ale nikeni on behalf of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
The bread and fish that we find on our tables every day are the sweat and toil of our farmers who brave the snakes and thorns of the forest and grasslands. And also our fishers who brave the storms of the seas and the weather. To our valiant farmers and gallant fishers, today we say ayiko to you.
xyzonline.com TV XYZ any social media platforms any young affiliate stations e Ghana ne amanone any dey chumete erebrow how nyira mi pacho bra wanya link no so mo hwe won social media so no especially Facebook and Instagram no mo hwe wo ho no pacho obetimi share link no.
Thank you very much.
One more Peter ayiko
the next wreath will be laid on behalf of our youth and women. To help us do this is our own for the Adan constituency. Honorable, kindly do us this honor.
Zama ye wike wanyamene di yome. Ano wanchame wa MP Honorable Comfort Doyo Kujo. Nele noji wa MP ke adapo pano. A party semi law Najid and Tataka Pem Chief Executive Agnes in Amawa. Nekoya Ghana's Parliament or Neji MPC na here, Neji majority or the GK no here is
The youth are the strength of the nation. Our future reserved for the human resource needs of every emerging nation. We are ever proud of the exuberance of our vibrant youth, are ever ready to uphold the mandate of leadership. For our mothers, what can they give the circle of our birth, nurturing and provider of our daily sustenance? No matter the challenge, to our youth and mothers today, we say Ayiko.
Ayiko Gahayame, Kazamawiyame, Amame comfort doyo, Ayiko Mochum, Nene Tatakake Pim, Part your Samilo, and Adapo Panono, Mochum.
The last wreath be laid on behalf of the late former president, His Excellency Jerry John Rawlings. To do us this honor is his daughter and son, Honorable Zaneto Rawlings and Kimathi, to jointly do us this honor.
Ene wasipio no wapatio esisicho neji wacha Rawlings ka eyo nana konedu acha abiyo ka binyumu kone apeno kawo acha ka anyam anyam na obana apati ni kotomai ka MC ka ne anyasi na amawame na akema peno ka baha the founder muchum.
There is little history in the world that a person has laid down his life 3 times for the sake of his people. May 15th, June 4th, 1979, and 31st December 1981. That is the man, the legend, our founder, inspirer and pathfinder, Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings. Great fighter, rests in perfect peace in the committee of Cadres and Patriots.
Watch Jerry John Rawlings. Ne lehe nano ebano. Alo the founder of a great party, the NDC. Eke yune Mount Chame. Abi meji nem no ahie no ne amakai acheka anye. Ne de mena gbo na hane kake pem keno yam ka twenjom bagana. Okay, Mount che ne wasusuma ka to ne che Abraham. Homie. Nobody am a bimne a pinogoning a fell ke wa ache ke anye hemia no nyam. Agamone ejome. You go get you go eje chekwakpa alobi jain. Aha.
Let's be on our feet for the national salute. Commander.
Please remove headdress. Remove!
Today's parade was commanded by Ameya Ojemfua Gloria. Parade 2 IC Tetepo Ote Joseph. Parade Adjutant Niloko Francis. Parade RSM Okumona Daniel. The Wreath Bearers Amesmuko Joyce, Christabel Nati, Gifty Saklevi, Nyakua Ekuya Mary.
Pride replace headdress.
Judith Patu, Isabella Ado, Abdullah Gifty. The Senator Guards for the 44th anniversary, Dominic Akonai, Joseph Mensah, Prosper Dabui, Michael Kojo Avinu. The torch bearers, Amon Judy, Bernice Amekleu. The 7 Flags were raised by Ahaji Jennifer, Millicent Amanate, Dede Helen, Amevo Patricia, Kojo Desmond, Mustafa Apronti, Kabuki Felicia, Okanse Abraham. The gas operators were Ayi Ama Samuel, Ayite Amos. Senior instructors, Emmanuel Labi and Francis Okanse.
Your Excellency, the 44th anniversary of the 31st December Revolution Commemoration Ceremony parade over. May I have your permission to march off the parade, Your Excellency? Thank you, ma'am.
The parade commander has taken permission Let's still be on our feet for the national salute.
Ready, shout, national salute, present. Ready! Move to your right and dress right. Burn!
The commander will now march the parade off to mark the end of the first part of today's event.
Quick!
I am told there are some women who will join the parade march off. They should get ready and join them as they march off. Thank you. So we can we can sit down as the parade marches off. Kindly take your seats. Please, the women who are supposed to march off.
Ada bambi mawapa pekole nye perade. Kone kaje peka yonye ganye no womi. Kone nye babo lesi kone ananye. Nechum. Ada youth organization so nye dranye. Kone nyega womi no. Nyega chano no. Kone wa mami Her Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Professor Nana Jane Opoku Ajimai.
So the Adan women can
also...
They should join. And
market women do I have any dranya you're going to go with me? Let's association, you pay crowd, you pay.
They can come and salute the Vice President of the Republic.
Your patch calling your back, bring your nana and your fine, your PMO. Ada Market Women Association, tell us some. Ada Youth Association, be our farmers, the trapper. Nepiak Nero, Kodena Ferrane Epifine.
Okay, so match off the main one young man and me, woman so woman a war Adam Potter man in a woman in a woman match. Come on, now I expect a guest of honor, they management and come on, you know, Hanum, yeah. The first mission,
our agency connect Nebuni Babi.
And Miano Sona, Sabri Wamuba, Kama.
Thank you so much for coming.
But more Musha and live for TV, so TV excellent. I didn't know if me and Cassano Ombo
God bless you for coming. And so on.
Now, Bribia, IFA.
Our original NADBO coordinator, Honorable Dignitaries.
Everywhere the train of the 31st December revolution has been, we always involve the community. May I take this opportunity to appreciate the local organizing committee.
Regional director. Okay.
Bibia, I come. Our Hano. Come. Different groups. Group A, and I want to say, on Atareno, a fita, and a tuntum and what they are coconso, I symbols, and they ashim, or Mode, Junior Miss Modibi, and on the Ashim, and on the Opo Bank Casino, on the two and we are doing and no move, come. Second group also, and I'm going to worry Eba, Hanum. It's live on TV XYZ, Power 97.9, and Radio XYZ 93.1. You know, much come.
For helping
us
this program.
It's the second group also Eba. One so Muamutia radio sono. Ipacho woman so munche womukales no move color and what the blue so I symbols be I say Subura no yo Subura no and what they be I almost and also sa and one so much come and also Miana no more channel or very maybe a more Miana and Vice President, Her Excellency, Professor Nana Geno Pokwajiman, was original or DJ Salute in Hano. It's more Mutie, our radio XYZ, and I say Power FM no. Groups now one match no, one Atareno and our Mukalesino, and I'm a Busua Mede Eremamono. It's a Busua say live on TV XYZ and Power 97.9. And Radio XYZ 93.1. Vikers original home. And to show Mechi say much pass on the Gusa Eric Hormsa. Me bacho Kales ni FA na me no mu bia I am Vice President one or just salutina. So near one skills be a mode everybody channel ni adena. And ye is a cry IFA. Our money now muboni kama. It's my own Vice President. Original sort of ring here, brother, and I zero kama. I want a honum. And groups no one dorsum. Third group also and every bay. Ushawanga. Almost almost dressing no, and also a yellowish. Akuko sraden wadi blue. Kakrabi so frasa kama ewo ehonum. It's a nyagori no anniversary no. I am very interesting, very symbolic, very colorful and beautiful as well. Inti mwa ebia bribinti muntimi enhwe TV na mutie wo radio so no me ba chao nia erikoso ewo ada eye asafotufiam park name ada asafotufiam park yede the 44th anniversary celebration of the 31st December revolution no erebremo no me ba chao hu amanebo enen na obi babisa say akra wakasa na mpa chao botai ben wojina so afi we the Bronica is a theme no consolidating the reset agenda, reflections on the gains of the 31st December revolution. Mamiti Mubium theme consolidating the reset agenda, reflections on the gains of the 31st December revolution. Now say reset agenda is Excellency John Romani Mahama.
Let me also take this opportunity to thank the NDC Anniversary Planning Committee chaired by Honorable Kofi Ato, Honorable Emmanuel Sumakbe, Comrade Shine Dabe,
this is the third group. Comrade
Godwin Akogan,
Comrade
Bobby Ballon,
Comrade
Alhaji
young girls.
Comrade
White and down blue. Top
Comrade Mariam
Yaya and a woman so
Comrade Naval Captain Apeku Amenyo retired. Comrade Nana
Ebito tomatoes, Ebito tomoko, any abe,
Comrade Ni Ajebulante,
Intimani Banchi, a woman you and a one eye,
Comrade Jessica Adams,
one eye will be a branty be NDC, I t-shirt become a come
Mercy Akroma,
a t-shirt no wash no on the NDC colors no what they are fita coco any haba any tuntumba and what they are mukama I walk home. It's mountains and miani bisumre, the business to brode, and a business to tomatoes ka home. Ane nkate
Salifu Yaya
badam potema 1,000 nibino ma sene nyina bisu ekeka ho ene emia fufuru bi emia in general nso so won a share idakeda anasa ndisi atare ni niama ana wo mu nyina nso so everymatch ewa hanom a what the eriko enti live on TV XYZ Laro Power FM and Radio XYZ. Me pamocho mu follow you on social media so live on TV XYZ Young Kutoni cover the whole Ghana. Our pictures are quality, our camera guys are sharp, our technical team, our TV director, our head of technical, everybody sophisticated machines papa very sharp, very new, brand new. You can see say pictures no are very quality. You can reach out to us anywhere in the world, be in Ghana or outside Ghana, in Africa or in Europe or in America, Latin America. TV XYZ and the XYZ broadcasting, we are ready to serve you. We are ready to serve you everything. Etimi Pacho, young and Eddie coverage here, bro. We are the only TV station in the country. Yeah, this is our coverage here, Abraham live from Asafotufiam Park. Ewo ada. Mi Pacho, adu ya feye ankasa. Mankasa mako biya, but I feel waiting no. Me say you. Adina ye fe. Adina ye kama ye ba. Moko nyina nam. Me say obi ani bi eson ayi watermelon ibi. Ani banche ni di mejedi se wo wi a. Dia wo beka si akura beje wo akiri yo. Kama. Wanga yade ye pa, wanga yade. Very beautiful, very colorful. Bribia ya kama AFA. Oh, wanga yade. Well organized. Wonga yade. Kube any me any mango nyina ewa ha. Ade ba kunsi a uba adahanuma wade ba bro enchene nyina susu ebi ewa hanom. Na say enye ize kra. Enti bibia kama. Bibia kama efe. Nice pictures, quality videos on TV XYZ. And the Agusa Yade Arabramono. Oh, girls no. Oh, girls no Amachi Yepa. Girls no Mumachi Yepa. Lovely one, lovely. Entimi Pacho, TV XYZ Sune, Power FM Sune, Radio XYZ. Meeting the Accra, lovely. Kofi Dako. Yo, so we on him the down. We shall me watch you. You call me Mr. Kasogo, mini meeting Ninara, and the led by Director of TV, Mr. Ralph Dampo, Mr. Kelvin Asante, Head of Technical. Great job, Mr. Manuel Nete. Make sure that all the sound and everything ever back clear. Woman Ninara, and the family camera team, Osofo Prince, and then William Sefa, our chief driver himself, Albert Meta. Oh, team Nabu Ejuma ye papa. Team Nabu Ejuma. These are the few people representing the XYZ Broadcasting Limited. Make sure say the pictures Ninane Ribiabe Bremo Live Ewa Hanom. This is a solid team indeed. This is not the Bakuni Bianco Yeno. This is a solid team indeed. So we are bringing you this live event from Asafotufia Park here and the Adan constituency of the Greater Accra region. It is the 44th anniversary celebration of the 31st December Revolution, led by the Flight Lieutenant, His Excellency, the late Jerry John Rollins, and Eddie Jumedi Abramwe. Eti Pacho follow us everywhere, every corner in the country. Eddie Yina Abramo. Eti Pacho follow us. Social media, so you're live on Facebook, you're live on Instagram, you're live on X, and we are live on everywhere across Ghana. But your comment, in no time now, I'll be reading them to you, so keep them coming and keep sharing the links, keep sharing the angles for us. We are grateful for joining us. You need papa, say anytime piano, our TV XYZ. So I didn't I can tell you, I deny FAE, well organized. And a perpetual film, Nana, so Jana was so and still a Janani so Jani Numuye. So it means that what's a any endis among you kuno, I dare what says, I won't jabedum de, a bedding ye papa, say, won't Jano, a bedum, or Jano Yadi say bedum. Every number. Etino, Cosuna follow yang. Etina so far the Kangno, na Aaron Jay, the Nina, Baba Nevi. I said, speeches, Casa, and then I had the national and Mr. Kofiato, also a kid, a woman in Ara, and the second part of the show. This is XYZ Broadcasting Limited. Any day, a Jumade, Abramo Live, a free Ada to Park, a Hanum. Taking a lovely Kofi Dako, any day, well organized, the security on point, and Hanumunina, will be Araba, a Hanumu for Wanga Yadi, Papa, and kudos to the organizers, Omotimi, I organize a well, beautiful event at Etise. Yabusuha, Ewa Hanuma Yadi Jumadeno, Ere Ebremon, Team Wanga, one more organizing event, Mr. Godwin, Aquagan, and Olidi team, any other people, Eka and a woman in Ara, Eddie Ejumade Abba. 80, I very forget say yes name say Obinfu Nana Jeno Pokwa Jiman Obekasa Afa probity accountability ho aya kontabu e water to me ejuma any near NDC abanga womoti adesu brain led by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Now, Odi and Nima, Warri Ayano, and also a entire crossover, and Gotie speeches are about young Conan Gotie speeches.
Yechumika, Yamanya Maizipio. Ada Youth Association be Yechumi, Maune Ejanye. Yechumika. Lord, and I see about my phone, the Camacho, Kone, Obama, Baba, Queen. We invite the constituency chairman to give us welcome address in the person of Nene Tete Kakepemi, the youth chief of Adan traditional area and the constituency chairman of the great NDC. Nyechum yo, nyechum, nyechum ka, nyechum.
Yepeno, My Excellency, Vice President of Republic of Ghana, my National Chairman, National Secretary, Neneme, Naname, Niekazangma, Yehe Manye, Epembwa Jomwawe, Kamono, Achem Kemaba Babaye Segui, Keha, Wamono, 44, 31st December movement. Kepene Ingala Madeji, Epewa Adama Club Wajom, and 44 years old. Mono Esu Adano. Oloy Omanya, one Gutama Krana Abahio. Newa program no hiyo. Mauni chene eye boame. Ne ebi brohame. Ne nene amanaba pemono. Epe manye. Oloy imawe broma demeke meye yepeno.
Okpadeka wasami lo Nene Tete Kakepemi Nesibamio Wamache wa MP Honorable Comfort Doyo Kujo Konenga Beputimi la hon ebade wa nuko nyebade ya bemne mano.
Your Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, our National Chairman, our General Secretary, National Executives, Ministers, DCEs, our market women, our media, Neneme, Naname, protocol observe. We are here today to remember, commemorate our team. In fact, I was so happy when they told me we are coming to do this commemoration in Adan, because Adan have a lot with the former president, J.J. Rawlings. I could remember 1979. I wake up in the morning and I heard there was a coup. That time I was 12 years. And at that time, I need to visit Adan. I need to visit my grandma in the village. And we were told there was a disease that is called Breasia. And every baby, every child in the village is having effect of this disease. So I was asked not to go, and I have to stay behind. And we heard of this school. Then along the line, His Excellency Flight Lieutenant Jory John Rawlings heard about this behavior and he moved straight to Adan. He himself went to the riverside, put on a walking gear, entered this river with some of his team members and find a solution for this behavior. After that, he realized that, no, this is a beautiful river. The bank of the river is nothing to write home about. So we need dredging. Quickly, he organized for mass dredging along all the riverside. And when he was coming, he said, how can this beautiful town be without a road? Within a short time, he gave us a bitumen road. He came back to Asafotu. He realized that we don't have light. He said, no, this community, Adan town, must get light. And he brought light. Along the line, he realized we don't have even district hospital. He gave us district hospital. He realized that at the Songo Lagoon, there is a lot of controversy, a lot of misunderstanding. People are dying, people are being beaten, people are chewing salt. They are compared to chew salt. He said, no, there should be a solution to this. Government take this, community take this, and there was peace till 2020. Today, all these things that I've mentioned, that His Excellency John Dramani, J.J. Rawlings did for us, the good people of Ada, everybody is aware of this. Everybody in this town owing it a duty to make sure we all be in one lane. And that is why we all love the party NDC. In fact, we cannot write the history of Ada without J.J. Rawlings. So when everyone heard that we are bringing the 44th anniversary to Ada, we were all ready. When the organizers were worried, let's do this, I said, no, leave it for us. Because we owe that man some full respect, and we owe him a lot that we need to show it today to the world, that we appreciate whatever he has done for the good people of Ada. 31st December, when you go to Agokpo, you can see a tree there for the women. We have it there. We have it at Toje, and we have it in Adanfo. So we appreciate both Nana Kunedu and J.J. Rawlings when it comes to Ada. My National Executive Vice President, this man is no more. The wife too is no more today. But thank God they gave us beautiful children. They gave us Zenato Rawlings. They gave us Kimati Rawlings, Amina Rawlings, and Ya Asatoa. It behoves on us to make sure these children and grandchildren that he has left behind for us to take good care of them. It will be a suicidal mission if anyone in this party will plan that let's chase these children out of this party. Let's protect them. Today, their parents are no more, and we are here. We are we have benefited a lot from this party, and it's by the make of His Excellency J.J. Rawlings and the wife. So it is our duty to make sure we protect the children. I'm so happy to be here to speak on these issues because we all understand what is going on, and these kids really needs our protection. In fact, as I was sitting and watching what was going on, I became so emotional because if I reflect back what we've gone through and what His Excellency Jerry John Rawlings has done for the good people of Ada, I know the NDC will continue and do better than that. Wake wabakpenga hiyo mono lawange kaye ni ne yano local Rawlings ekeba wakla wale 79 jabio hiyo koba na kachake brezia ne wabime kra amikli yi kutu ne fine egbo ye yogbo ne enuhio eba le ni chajeta de le overall le se wapam le tapam etahe la tapam enaka wapam anyahi ewo machine ka bala basuka hu ka wapam anyakra kabe enaka wa be block papa eba ha wa kota nga wa blono kaba adamam enaka wa be kane eba le ba ha wa kane le wasunga le nobinya le adakra kana kane le no enaka wa be hio chami papa ko le ba ha wa district hospital bena wa songo munyunga nyagba pe na ngo pitie hani kakpe nga songonya enaka dabi charge di munyu eba ye leke government nojine mambinye nojine le wakena 20 job kaje jama biom kabata 2020 lo pio ebehu awa mawabaye 44 anniversary lo eji saminyaka adali wamaye anniversary no saminyaka walenene Rawlings epe kehawo esibi me wie pe ke ye papa esibi mi enyoka wie se Rawlings le esibi me ewie pe bi ewie no wa bayi wa peta esaminya le wa pe shuoka wa keme mahisi bonesa lo wananye klasi Adan youth organization wa market women wa tailors wa youth leaders organizers nubuwa ina jesekeba Wanano Fenosi, we thank each and everyone who has traveled all the way from Accra to Ada to celebrate with us. We appreciate the NDC and we will continue to vote with for the NDC. The bond between Ada and NDC will not change. Nothing will shake it. And Ada will continue to be the stronghold of the NDC because of what we have benefited. So, His Excellency J.J. Rawlings, wherever you are, may your soul rest in perfect peace. Nana Kuredu Ajima Rawlings, may your soul rest in perfect peace. Thank you, and thank you all for coming.
Thank you very much, Honorable Comfort Kujo. Thank you very much. Wa MPK ha Ada poparonye gbade wa weke ha ekun. Henewasu we invite Comrade Gather will speak on behalf of Cadres Front. Honorable, short speech from you. Very short. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Choboy. Choboy. Hey. Hey. Cadres.
Haters may come, but the revolution.
If you are Cadre, rise. If you are Cadre, rise up. Rise up. Rise up.
Revolution has a long way to go, but has come to. As a Cadres
may go, but the rev has come to stay. Revolution.
Oh, has a long way to go, but has come to.
Hey! 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 Hey!
Thank you very much. Your Excellency, Madam Vice President, National Chairman, General Secretary, all protocol officers, and acknowledge everybody here. I just want to make a small correction. And the correction is that we are not celebrating 31st December movement. We are commemorating the events that took place on 31st December 1981. It was a revolution that came to stop the decade of decay. That is what we are commemorating today, not the movement. The movement came after the revolution had taken place. So that impression must be wiped out of our mind. The other thing is that the children of the Rawlinses belong to the party. Choboy. And nobody has the right to drive them out of this party. As long as we Cadres are alive, these children belong to the party. They are our Cadres. Choboy. So nobody is going to drive them out of the party. And so, madam, your fears are not at all. As long as we live, the children belong to the party. Thank you very much. Your Excellencies, party executive, our traditional leaders, comrade Cadres, friends of the media, ladies and gentlemen, I stand on the protocol established to read to you the message of the United Cadres Front for the 44th anniversary of the 31st December 1981 revolution. We thank the Almighty for granting us life to witness the 44th anniversary of the 31st December 1981 revolution being held here in Adan today. Comrade Chairman, the theme for this year's anniversary, that is Consolidating the Reset Ghana, reflections on the gains of the 31st December revolution, sets the tone for reminding us of the decade that stopped the decay. That is from 1982 to 1992. Just as the Ghanaian economy had collapsed beyond recovery after so many years of bad governance, so also has the reset agenda come to rescue the country
from 8 years of the maladministration of the Akufo-Addo Bawumia regime, with commendable results at all levels of national endeavor. Only after 11 months of positive and proactive action by Team Mahama, we are hopeful that all stakeholders, be it government appointees, security personnel, clergy, CSOs, chiefs, and all progressive-minded citizens would rally around the flag of Ghana to chart a new path of dedicated service to the people rather than politics of looting state assets for personal good. To therefore succeed in the arduous task of relaying the socio-economic foundations that have the potential of keeping the reset agenda on course, certain actions need to be taken with revolutionary precision. Comrade Chairman, there seems to be a rush to respond to any deliberate or unholy agenda set by the minority and other anti-state elements to attract public ridicule of government appointees. We therefore caution that the ministers of state, heads of departments and agencies weigh their public discourses to prevent the hawks of diving on chickens. Comrade Chairman, the media landscape is crowded with the culture of lies, which is fanned by disinformation and misinformation, especially through difficult to control social media platforms. We urge the Ministry of Communication, Digital Technology, and Innovations to find every means possible to sanitize the system for the ministry to achieve its goal of promoting the development agenda of Ghana into a knowledge-based society and a smart economy using ICT rather than a den of liars and rumor mongers. In fact, it is time Parliament passed the bill on disinformation and misinformation to silence the noisy vuvuzelas. Comrade Chairman, there is a silent killer masterminded by enemies of state to stoke the embers of industrial unrest at the least opportunity. We commend ministers who have been able to douse such diabolical intentions, active dialogue and negotiation. After collapsing every fabric of the system and knowing very well that Team Mahama has performed beyond all expectations within a record period of 11 months, not years, they have no option but to put in more desperate moves to make the country ungovernable as they promised. We must therefore be proactive rather than reactive in ensuring that such politically generated industrial actions do not suffice or do not surface to derail any positive development agenda. Coming from a background of probity and accountability, the United Cadres Front fully supported the oral initiative as a preparatory platform for dealing with all those who have stolen monies and looted state properties with impunity. The oral team worked with pedestrian speed. Unfortunately, a slow call to action through the British inherited system of adjudication has instigated public resentment. The promise to establish specialized courts by courtesy of constitutionally backed tribunals has not seen the light of day, with culprits freely walking about, not in silence, but using the media as courts of public opinion. Comrade Chairman, a corrupt system in a corrupted environment easily breeds corrupt human beings. I repeat, a corrupt system in a corrupt environment easily breeds corrupt human beings. The consequence of our electoral fortunes in the 2028 elections will be dire if the pace to prosecute all those affected is not accelerated. One other evil on our hands is the delicate state of the dreaded canker of galamsey. For us, the difficulty in fighting galamsey has revealed how rotten the Ghanaian society has reduced itself to. Our chiefs, state actors, security personnel, civil and faith-based organizations, political party functionaries, and communities are either complicit or implicit in the immoral act of illegal mining. The shameless fact is that those who have been commissioned to join NIMOS and allied agencies to bring their existential threat to a close are callously being attacked by visibly organized gangs with impunity. As the Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, we urge the President of the Republic to take the most decisive onslaught beyond the seeming complacency on the recalcitrant nation wreckers. We are not calling for shoot to kill, but rather shoot to protect our forest reserves and rivers. Comrade Chairman, we are ready to serve the very party we used our youthful energies to build. We are developing young men and women with a spirit of volunteerism, dedication to a cause as young cadres, and imbibing in them the tenets, values, and principles that separate the tendency of the NDC drifting into a collection of position seekers and cash cow financiers is real, with mounting campaign cost election after election. The soul of the party cannot be sold to bidders under our watch. Over the years, cadres have undertaken several activities within the ranks of the party, which included branch auditing and reorganization of grassroots structures, part of campaign teams from national to constituency levels, involvement in national and party anniversary planning, and volunteering information for national and community action. We believe institutionalizing and monitoring we believe in institutionalizing and monitoring of government and party projects would be of much help to sustain the gains made, with a view to ensure the continued support of the masses of the party. Comrade Chairman, cadres were the backbone of the successes of two revolutions. It has a standing army of dedicated volunteers who worked day and night at the least cost, not only to win the hearts and minds of the masses, but also to protect the gains of the revolution with vigilant precision. Unfortunately, instead of using the cadres to help party executives to win more souls to the NDC, they rather fear and even hate them. There is the perception that cadres can expose any anti-party activities, which may affect persons seeking for executive positions during internal party elections. This is a very dangerous development, and the party leadership must deal with it before it implodes into our faces. Comrades, Chairman, the UCF has extended its wings abroad with the diaspora chapter in place after a successful online inauguration. It is an avenue designed to strengthen cadre development, mobilize resources aimed at contributing to party and national development efforts. Such initiative links the ideals and principles of the 31st December Revolution to our brothers and sisters overseas who are eager to maintain and strengthen their commitment to helping those of us at home to effectively contribute to the execution of the reset agenda. Comrade Chairman, may I now take the opportunity to introduce to you the Deputy Diaspora Coordinator in the person of Comrade Ibrahim Dawusu. Please come out and let you be seen. Yes. So put your hands together, comrades, for him. He is our representative in the diaspora. He's in Germany. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Comrade Chairman, as the national chairman of the United Cadres Front, the association has tried to keep the legacy of the two revolutions at the disposal of the NDC, despite reported incidents of needless hostility. It is, however, regrettable that some old cadres use social media platforms to unjustifiably confront not only the leadership of the UCF, but also those of the party and government. And I want to emphasize that this is uncadrely and therefore unacceptable. With the existing and vibrant UCF structures from national to constituency levels, we believe any old cadre who have the goodwill of carrying on and maintaining the banner of the June 4 and 31st December revolutions in the mainstream politics of Ghana should rather join us to be still relevant in the political hegemony, that is the NDC, which we helped to found. We are aware of the release of the timetable for the 2026 party executive elections, which will herald the National Delegates Congress. Cadres, as the vanguard of the party, will be looking for nothing short of the long-awaited integration into the NDC constitution, which was signed into effect with the blood of the founder of the party, Jerry John Rawlings, of blessed memory. On this note, Mr. Chairman, I want to wish all of us a happy new year, prosperous new year, a year of hard work, a year of achieving our goals, a year in which every cadre, every party member will wear a smile on his face and said, yes, I have done it. Thank you very much. Long live the United Cadres Front. Long live the National Democratic Congress. Long live Ghana. Aluta! 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 Thank you very much. God bless us all.
Thank you very much. Nyepredem Kale. Thank you very much. We will now invite our sister, Honorable Member of Parliament for Crawley Corte, Honorable Dr. Zaneto Rawlings, to come and make a statement. Honorable Doctor. Short.
Your Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Professor Jainano Pokwajman, the National Chairman of the NDC, aka General Mosquito, the General Secretary of the NDC, Comrade Fifi, National Executives, Members of Parliament, Present, Ministers, MMDCEs, Comrades, Nene May, is that correct? Nana May, Nene May, Kenani May. Yes, I think the Ulome Sue as well are here, so. Dear comrades, we've a tradition of celebrating the last day of the year together as we commemorate the 31st December revolution every year. This year, we're commemorating 44 years. This year, I stand before you as an orphan, but I have inherited new parents. Ladies and gentlemen, my dear comrades, neither June 4th nor 31st December happened in a vacuum. Whether or not we choose to speak about the truth of what happened, whether we choose to tell the young generation about the circumstances surrounding June 4th and 31st, whether we choose to remember or forget, does not change the fact that June 4th and 31st did not happen in a vacuum. When the 31st December revolution happened, the members of the Provisional National Defense Council were not made up of only military officers. There were civilians from across the length and breadth of this country, professors and doctors from academia, retired officers. We had members who represented the fishermen and the farmers of this country. Indeed, the 10-year history of the PNDC did not happen on the backs of military people. It was the inclusivity of every Ghanaian that made 10 years possible. And so if we stand here to commemorate the 44th anniversary of the 31st December Revolution, it is also to honor the memories of all those who laid down their lives then and subsequently to build this country. Those who helped to consolidate the foundation upon which we now have our fourth republic. As a matter of fact, had the foundation not been so strongly laid, perhaps with some of the things that happened over the years, we would not be here talking about a fourth republic. But the strength and the commitment of those who contributed to those 10 years preceding the fourth republic gave the resilience that we needed to survive some of the lowest points that we have endured since then. Comrades, we have a duty to put aside parochial interests and to put Ghana first. If we look at what's happening in Ghana and we look at what's happening across the sub-region, if we make a mistake of taking incumbency for granted, of exhibiting arrogance of power, we only will have ourselves to blame. No government can provide employment for every single citizen, which is why the responsibility on government is so huge to provide an enabling environment, one that is not drowning in corruption or nepotism or ethnicity or marginalization of members of this country. This country can only survive if we do it together, with dignity, with respect for one another, exhibiting those timeless principles of integrity, of transparency, of accountability, of probity. Ladies and gentlemen, if we are to leave Ghana better than we found it, we have a duty to stick to those principles. And a reset agenda means we must make sure that our moral compass is reset back to where it ought to be. The fact that the bar has been set so low does not mean we should start from ground zero. We can be better than that, and we know better than that. Let us raise the bar. Yes, it's true. Democracy has a tendency to open the door to monetization of everything. But we can be the gatekeepers as to whether that becomes the culture that drives us deeper into the abyss, or whether we will let certain values that cannot be bought be our guiding principles. So that no one, regardless of how much money they have, can derail the consolidation of the democracy of this country. The moment we start to give in is when we start to disintegrate, and it's when we start to destroy the foundation on which we have solidly been placed. There are times when I cannot believe that in my 47 years, I've actually seen this country better than it is. It means that we have to do better to ensure that no government can come in and destroy what has been built. We must be open to self-reflection and criticism so that we can correct what mistakes we're making before it's too late. There's a principle in aviation where you course correct as you are moving, because you cannot always determine the factors that will be facing you as you move forward. Our duty is to course correct. Don't wait till you get to your final destination before you realize that you are on the wrong side. The purpose of decentralization, we have our MMDCEs present here, is to make sure that the vision of the president is carried out down to the local level, to the unit committee level. And who are the members of our committees? Ghanaians of different religions, different ethnic groups, of different political leanings. Let us not be misled or tempted into dividing this country so badly on partisan lines that our progress is stunted. We do not have that luxury. We have to work together. And where wrong is wrong, let's point it out and let's do better. We mustn't wait till the next election before we start looking back to see whether the road is crooked or straight. As we move forward, let's keep checking. Let us not surround ourselves with people who keep saying you are doing well. Let us have objective people around us who will speak the truth without fear, without favor. Comrades, whether appointed or elected, we all have a responsibility to do the right thing, to serve with integrity and humility, because your position, my position, anyone's position, whether elected or appointed, you are a custodian of the power of the people of Ghana. You are not there for yourself or for your immediate family. You are there to serve. So serve like you are serving God. I should repeat. Whether you are appointed or elected, you must serve with humility, you must serve with integrity, because you are a custodian of the power of the people of Ghana. Do not abuse your power. Do not become arrogant, and do not get confused by the fact that you are where you are today. because you do not know what tomorrow holds. So make sure that today you do the best you can do and leave a good legacy behind. Today, as we stand here, as we sit listening, I heard what Honorable Doyo said about the impact that my parents had. God bless them. What are we going to do so that when we are no more, someone can also stand on a podium and speak to what we have done for somebody else apart from ourselves? That is what today is about. Today is about remembering, in case you forgot. Today is about honoring the memory of those who served selflessly. Today is a reminder to us not to abuse incumbency, but to recognize it as an opportunity, to recognize it as a privilege, to do better, to serve the people of Ghana, to leave Ghana better than we came to find it. That is what today is about. We are not here to glorify excesses of the past or the mistakes. But we cannot move forward if we pretend like those things didn't happen or didn't happen in the context of certain things that were happening in Ghana at the time. Let us be guided. The majority of our population is youthful. We must ensure that whether it's education, formal or informal, whether it's by provision of the skills that our people need, whether it's provision of electricity or roads, good roads, whether it is by making sure that the vehicles that people sit in for public transport are safe, so that we do not see the kind of death toll we see on our roads every year. Whether it's to make sure that we don't have people cheating in exams and becoming doctors and nurses who are not sure about what they're doing and can kill patients. Let us also remember that it is honorable to be a teacher. And once upon a time, our best brains became our teachers. And so I will use this platform to appeal to His Excellency the President. When we are looking at policies, let's consider that our teachers are the ones who are going to build the leaders of tomorrow. And let's see how we can empower them to love their jobs and to serve. I know that the NDC, under his leadership, President Mahama, is trying to clear this whole red, gold, green system so we have one class, one set of children going to school without us having children staying at home. We have to make sure that the schools we started building, we finish. So we don't have overcrowded classrooms that make it difficult for teachers to impart knowledge, to guide our children, to instill discipline in our schools. It's time our teachers stop being afraid of children in the schools. We have to protect those who are imparting knowledge to our children so that they are comfortable and brave enough to do so. Parents, please, it's time we took responsibility. The teachers cannot be the ones who teach our children discipline and everything else. We have a duty to also bring our children up in the right way, to be the citizens we want them to be. And finally, I would like to appeal to all comrades. Let us not forget our values because of politics. Let's learn how to be decent to one another. Sycophancy will not get us anywhere. Let us understand that the red, gold, green with the black star must be a symbol of hope, a symbol of truth, of integrity, of love for our fellow human being and for our environment. If we have all the gold and oil and we don't have clean water or food, we are nothing. You cannot eat gold, you cannot drink oil. You need clean water and you need food that is not contaminated. We must protect our resources because those are the things that will outlast all the finite resources like gold and diamonds and oil. We must protect our land. We must protect our water. And we cannot leave it in the hands of a few. Each of us must take responsibility as a custodian, as a guardian of this planet, and protect this land that we have. There are countries who produce more food than Ghana and don't have all the resources we have. We can do better. Let us do better. And let us show that the revolutionary spirit still lives in us. And that the principles that brought about the PNDC into the NDC and where we find ourselves today. Let's remember it's about Ghana, it's about the legacy, it's about the next generation. Let's build transgenerational wealth. Let's ensure that we have discipline in our institutions. Let's make sure that we have consequence management, which means that people should know that when you do the wrong thing, there are consequences for it. And you can't get away with it just because you know Mr. A or Mrs. B. Let us be advised. This is a very volatile time in the sub-region. Let us not allow ourselves to become weakened and become a country that will fall like the others. We are a living example of what it should be. Let's maintain that example. I thank you so much. God bless us all. May God give us a better 2026. Thank you.
Thank you, Doc. Thank you so much. Rollins go, Rollins come. Rollins go, Rollins come. Cadres may go. Thank you very much, my dear sister. God bless you. And it was superior now. I'll now invite the CEO of the party. He was a former propaganda secretary to our party. He became a deputy finance minister, 8 years in parliament to serve the group people of Ketu South. A great minister, he became transport minister. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the CEO of our party, Honorable Fifi Fiavi Kwete.
Thank you very much, and let me stand on all protocol and acknowledge our Vice President who is here to grace the occasion, my National Chairman, all the dignitaries on the high table, and also all of you, the great people of Adan who have welcomed us here today, all our cadres, and all of you who continue to be inspired by what happened 44 years ago, when war the then chairman of the PNDC called a holy war was started. 44 years it is, and it's always important to never forget where we are coming from, especially given the opportunities that we've been blessed with. Exactly a year ago, when the people of Ghana gave us to lead. In 2016, after the election in 2016, many believe that was almost the end of this great party, because the defeat was so humiliating, it was so crushing, that very many people, even within the NDC, thought that was about us gone. Very similar to what happened in the year 2000 when the MPP came into office, and people like Kweku Baku declared that the NDC was gone and hardly was ever going to be able to make it again. It's pretty obvious that there is spirit that anchors this party. The spirit that is a never say die spirit. So no matter how dark it is, that spirit always has a way to rise again. And the reason why that spirit is so strong is because 44 years ago, what happened was not a movement by one man to simply make history for himself. It was not a movement by one man to try to do something for himself or his friends. But that was effectively one man who said, enough is enough. Let's do something for our nation. I remember in the very early days of the revolution, he actually instructed that he did not want his, what's the name? The one we put in offices. Yeah, his effigies, his photo to be placed in offices. He wanted to let us appreciate that it's not about him. It's about us. It's about what we all as a people should always strive to achieve. I remember one of the most powerful statements he made, and he did that in an interview. When he was asked, how exactly do you hope to ensure that the aspiration of the people are never disappointed? And then he said, we should work to reach a state where even if Satan were the collective resolve, our vigilance is such that Satan will be afraid to do what is wrong. That is the spirit of Jerry Rawlings. That is the bedrock of the revolution. That's the spirit that actually undergirds the NDC. A spirit that does not believe in sycophancy. A spirit that does not believe in bootlicking. A spirit that places the people and the well-being of the people ahead at all moments. So these days it saddens me when I see so much sycophancy creeping into our party. I see a group of people who obviously, from every indication, they believe that singing the praises of a leader is the only way they can survive. And that's why you hear some of those people even urging statements like there should be a third term. It's just nothing but sycophancy. Pure sycophancy and bootlicking of the highest order. Jerry Rawlings, who was the founder of this party, never at any point was urged by anybody to go for any third term. You have a bunch of sycophants who today think that all they need to do is to sing praises and hoping that somehow those praises will get them some opportunities that they are looking for. You don't love our country. You don't love our party. If you do, you will know besides sycophants. It's important for us to appreciate that this party was grounded on the need to work for our people. We say cadres may go, cadres may come, but the revolution has come to stay. That simply means it is not about individuals. It's about us as a collective, ensuring that what is right must be done. So it's important for us to always place this party and this country always at the top. Jerry Rawlings came, serve us to the best of his ability. He's gone. Prof. Mills, best of his ability, he's gone. John Mahama is serving to the best of his ability. Bless him, he's doing wonderful. But even his time will come. Why? Because cadres will go, cadres will come, but the great NDC and the revolution has come to stay. And that must always be the number one. Always number one. Placing this party, placing this country always at the top. But some of us that are away, all we want to do is simply to be rolling on the floor and praising individuals, believing that somehow when we do that, we will be able to get what it is we want. When you do such thing, it shows clearly you don't love this country enough. You don't like this party enough. Let's build a country that no matter who is involved, who is in charge, the right things get done. And I think that's what my sister Zanetto spoke about. Ensure that no matter who is involved, let the right things be done at all moments. That is the only way we will be able to stay true to the commitment and the fact that the people are giving us an opportunity to serve them. The reset agenda has started, and we are grateful for the beautiful work that has been done so far. The same way we've been blessed with a great electoral victory, same way the first year has been blessed. There is a good wind that has been at our back. We must always remain humble, to remain thankful to God, because clearly this wind is not human. How many of us here believe that you could get to third majority in parliament in 2024? I can tell you, not one of us. Definitely the national chairman and myself, even though we are in charge of the party, didn't believe that we could win to third majority. So what happened is beyond us. And so we must always remain humble and always remain thankful for that great wind that was at our back. And that same wind is blowing behind the economy, providing us the discipline and the commitment to do what is right for our people. I want to use this opportunity to say, the same way we have tried in the first year to try to work hard without a scandal, we should remain committed to doing the same in the second year. Any individuals in our party who have found themselves in government, who think that somehow they can misbehave in this second year, please think again. Think again. Because that will not happen. As Zaneto rightly said, the bar must be higher. And to him, a lot is given, a lot is expected. The people of Ghana have given us a wonderful opportunity to serve, and we must never disappoint. So, comrades, I want to use the opportunity to wish all of us the very best of the new year. We pray that that good wind continues to be at our back, and that wind continues to be the back of all of us and our families, so that next year, by the time we meet again, we'll be thankful that a great job has continued, and the people of Ghana are the better for it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, CEO of our party, Comrade Fifi Fiavi Kweti. Wade Wawenka, our secretary. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll now invite my brother, Esmokdi Gagantik, to give us. Are you going to sing or what? Come on. Poetry. Okay, thank you. Are you ready for him?
If a smoke speaks and the nation listens, then God must be thanked. Growing up, I often heard my father say, a man's skill alone cannot save him, but the will of God. I never understood him then. I thought excellence guaranteed success. But growing into a young adult has explained his words to me clearly, carefully, like diagrams drawn by life itself. Same sky, different choices. Some get there with ladders. Some get there with wings. Others with little to no chance still jump with their legs only. Like the goalkeeper who jumps to save, the player who jumps to head, to defend, to chest. And the most honorable of them all is the goalkeeper, for he strives not to score, but to protect his people from invasion. And that goalkeeper was J.J. Rawlings. While others got chances to lead, while others saw chances to lead, he saw a chance to serve and save. While others saw chances to control and win, he saw a duty to protect and motivate. Same sky, different choices. Some rise and clear the clouds so light can reach their people. Others rise and hide above the clouds so all the light belongs to them alone. Kullu nafsin dha'ikatul maut. Every soul shall taste death, say the holy books. On the 6th of August this year, some great men of the land rose to same sky, as they always had, to clear the clouds so light could reach us. The light came, but they didn't see it. They went to serve the nation, but life happened. They did their part. They loved this land so deeply, they paid the price with their lives for our safety. True service to the nation. Yet others rose to that same sky, came back safely, peacefully. The very chance we wished for our fallen heroes. But how did they use it? They returned not with light, but with shadows, hiding above the clouds, while the nation chases accountability below. It will be ironic if this message is seen political, will be reasonable if seen patriotic. So what do we learn from these two realities as future leaders? Same sky, same opportunity, same purpose, but different hearts. One so selfless, he gave his life for the nation. Another so selfish, he risked the life of the nation for the comfort of one. So the question stands before us. Do we become citizens whose lives are praised even after death? Or those whose lives are chased even while still alive? The choice is ours. Let's remember our founder and legend, Papa J, the women's emancipator, Her Excellency Nana Konedu, the martyrs of illegal mining. Let's honor the selfless cadre corps, the doctors, nurses, market women, workers, farmers, etc., who played a role in the cause. I call for a 1-minute silence in honor of our fallen heroes. May they find peace wherever they are and enjoy the reward of their service to humanity. Optimism, the decency, the gigantic.
Thank you very much, my brother. Next to speak to us was a former member of parliament for Wenchi West, 1993 to 2005. He became the most longest general secretary of our party, now the national chairman, former president for Pawan Tapas Association Ghana, the general himself, General Mosquito, now the national chairman, Honorable Johnson Asedu Katia.
Madam Vice President, Wreaths, I would like, for the sake of time, to stand on the existing protocols established by earlier speakers. And I want to break the monotony of English for this occasion. So, I was planning to actually speak Dangbe, but today is Wednesday, isn't it? You know that I don't speak Dangbe on Wednesdays. Enti abushafo ye mo bibia finshapa. Ene nanka mempese mekasa if you say na otwi mu manante akosire mu akokasa ntinka ne de anka metwe me ho kakra na asem ba ko pe ana di me abegina ha masamo ne se afi ba ko a atwamu yi obia ebo aban abaso se yatimi atra oman mu atra aban mu afi mu a na yenya scandal bia enunti omo kasa no eyeye nuanum bia enti omo akosha ase se scandal or no scandal omo the scandal ebeba abeto aban no so and say yanka bin shemu yada sorry I say Bank of Ghana ni gold board omo aboka $214 million in TNT bida Sami Jamfin resign governor resign Adam say Adia ben pa na ekoso wo man mu governor yade wo betra akonwa so a wotai kase ada wani so ne se wo bebo yesika no ho ban yesika no emudro sika no a na do se aye hata hodin bia ni mu no na yanya governor yanya president ya enhihye pa yede agu akwan mu no obia di ho adanse se yesika no afedie emu ayeduru emfia ngotwe a MPP ni Dr. Baumia yade kun ya se yebechi dollar atu prison yade safo ama IGP ni adin a wo mo ntimi anye eze mahama ene ni governor ena minu akuma Sami Jamfi wo mo de afi baako aye de mpanimfo ebeye emfia ngotwe a wo mo ntimi na wanya bibia amma wasia uja ho kobon kro no anu nti abusuafo yan de yenim se adwuma na empanimfo mienu eye no ne ya no omo aya manaburu sokra ifri se obi bia obu man bia ni mu se the first security threat Emma or my bia economy any ni currency Bayo befa so abo ni sika ho ban a se sika no ento form yetia yeye ta ade ayaya ni ehuna no afedie yehuna no ebeji oman na $60 baako a enenam 17 cedis ni akire enam $60 baako a enenam between 10 and 11 cedis anipa wo mo ko school wo mo nsua economics no niema binum wo ho a wo mo nte ase ifri se usika ahwodin ba mu a niema ade bo a onie eniema bo a ekosoro wo man mu basabasa nyina no etu betwa mo aso mudi ho adanse se afi ba ko atwa mu yi niema bebre so wo hokura no a ne bo eso ate na wo a wote so a niema bo ekosoro na de waba niema bo ekofom we see ya can say accountability no ebetwa baabi anti de onye bone de oya papa no kura no yemfa accountability se kan kotwa no lie yenuanom somebody say inflation above from aba single digit bosumi bebre ebisi ye ache wo man mu nyama bo ekosoro ba from a osia okwa akobo no bank say ye wa na okope bosia ana say adwuma bi na epe bosia e de atre adwuma num na wanya mfaso afa nipa adwuma mu no obroni frɛ bi cost of credit ni nyina ɛyɛdɛn ɛba fam ɛba saa ɛna ɔman no etimi cost we free sɛ so obi tintim ni mfiri dwuma wɔ abrokyire no ɔbɛnya bosia ɛho nsi ho yɛ less than 10%. na wo so wo pɛsɛ ɔyɛ nneɛma ɛkɔtɔn wo ne no kosi akan na wo ubosi a woje no ehun si hu be 30% ya wo ya professor ni kura untimi ene no enkosi akan de beba ne se unyuma ewo umamu no ebegu na obi ya ne de a wabeton ama eno pa ho a emfidi a yakra fra brochire ede betintim emfirijuma ene input so a yakra di fra brochire ebe boa ma ya industries no course no ni nyina sidi awodin aba mu no ni nyina ne bo ayeden aba fam enu free ho a omai mu na omusi yedika ya yare nka den yentimi ntua eka ema haircut no ni ade no nyina ba mu sidi no nkwa ahodi a abamunti no ene osisi ye ka no ewo dollar mu na oda ne ba sidi mu a ewo fom enu ntina wiase nyina san adigidie ama ye economy no se ejira ne na so akufo adobre so na okope bosia kra ye maw ene ebi presa ye maji bosia yeso ye se ya ho de ewo ha no ya de be ye wie na ansumu a ansa na ye be kwa akope obi bosia beso so a yakope bia beso ade ba kunso a say inflation ba for a etimi boa ma oman no diye ene adansie ene adan atoto abrochire wo ma abogafo a wo ma akotena ho no obi ankoboabo asika no so okosi dan o amanfo bi wo ho a wo musi a no akotua entoase kakra bi na fe ya ma dan no wadam na ogusu a utuatua ka enru so obeko pension na wanya ufi a utimu omai mu President Rollins breso ya shebi ase home finance bisa ho se eyeden na eduru ba bi a eguye efri se na niema bo kwa ekosoro ntentem inflation rate no ukoji bosia now the see dan by the time obesi dan na wie na ebo a odi beto so obetimi ate uka no obi anika na ha obetimi atuaka se utiriye ye kura na ya de sada no efriu na utua no nkakra so mi bia obekwa akotua bi no balance ye wo ho no na sa akosoro chen sade na wunya ntua bi no enti e ba sa na che se enye remunerative kura se ubekwa ko free dan se utua ka if we say utua payment time no eye infinity ebrebia ni wa obetime atua sa aka na wie eba sa wo muso a esisi adan ni aton bia ma ya nya mu ada no wo muso ye mfa esika nkom enti de eche ne se ye currency ya timi asomu yie na hoden abam na enam eno so ama inflation so aba fam a bosia ya bono eno so ninsi ho aba fam efriwa na che se adwadie bia wudi bia no edane kwa mu se emfaso ebetimi aba wadwadie no wo mu ayesi dan aton no wo mu si na wo mu ton a wo mu nya mfaso emranti a muso mu nya muntimi emoabo amusika no nkosi dan no se mo kwa akoto dan a obi asi a utimi bu hu akonta ehunu se edan we emfie du ana mfie du mienu betimi atu aka awie enu ntiniema bebre wo ho a se utika no ahoden bam na inflation no so ba famu a etimi bua o wajuma efu akatua kura no sa afeso na akatua ntumu no ankosoro kura no a esan se niema bo eba fam enti no akatua nipa no je no dada no okodwo mu a eto niema more than said the nanka niema bo okosoro na usu ututu akatua mu ekosoro enu nti abusuafo se governor eni sami jamfi enam wo mo adwuma yeso na oman enya sa mfasuyi na yesi wo mo disika $214 million ena dia ya sa benefit nyina eba economy numu a monka nkyere atiafo no se yede yepe no saa yede yepe no saa enye sika obi ayi adi eye sika emfaso bebrebe ya meka ho asemu ti yede saa sika yi ena de akogye aba na omai ahoto abam na yesika semu ahya ase a etuto yi a yede yepe no saa enti megyina party na mu abo governor abaso na ma bosa mi jamfi so abaso se wo mu bia ya bone a yankata ne so na mom yanya hu se wo mu aya bone na wo mu adwuma ekwa animu na o man no di hu mfaso no de party no yeta wo mu achi obia o penhwehwemu bia ye no ya encourage wo mo say hwehwemu bia wo ho bia wo mo ko gina nim na wo mo a ebo kwa adu no kranka say wo mo bia diska esi wo mo diska no e de adijuma bi sa adjuma na wo mo de adi no e ho mfaso a aba no yepe enti wo mo nkoso na wo mo nye no saa yeda mo nyina se ya mo obi bia afinjiapa afenko na afemra na afesise ni akoye nim asene sei afesise ye bompa ye se na sidi no asan gina echen se de tie afesise na ne maboa ekosoro na eso asan ahwan na ebasa obia adwuma bekoso adwadifo adwuma bekoso emfrif kafo adwuma bekoso na ya ni adwuma efo so aje akatua so no yeso yeboto mu beyedru enunti edamase nyame nhira obibia
the General Mosquito himself. Thank you very much, National Chairman. Nyawa badaweka wa party NDC semi lokpana ngaye sibame ene wasupi ono hiyo na ejodin sabine ehia na emievia na ekeno ya mabagana kawa adapo pano pago biosu wa mami no ne machele Ebape, the first female vice chancellor, public university in Ghana. Acha John Dramani Mahama in first term. Ghana's education minister. Nebi Ami. Ne yi blog no mekani fuba. Ni ade no go den boga ha. Again, she was the former president for female vice chancellors. Before our mommy talk to us, Comrade Cassidy, are you here? Where are you? Please come. That's a portrait, very brief one. Thank you.
Leave my men alone. They acted upon my instructions. I am responsible for everything. I am not an expert in economics. I am not an expert in law, but I am an expert in fighting for an empty stomach when there is no food. Luther! Fellow countrymen, the junior officers of the Ghana Armed Forces have gotten me out of my prison cell. And to avoid any bloodshed, no one should stand on their way. I am prepared I am asking for nothing less than a revolution. Something that will shape this country, which will give the authority to the people, the masses, and the Cadres. The atmosphere was serene. The masses have welcomed the 31st December revolution. Popes have started visiting homes. Reverends met, ideas gathered, and the mob was organized. The masses have taken solid decision, and they have started joining the PDCs, WDCs, CDR, CDOs of June 4 and 31st December revolution. Essential commodities were scarce to come by, and the enemies of the revolution have taken over. They invaded the country from all angles. Dissidents were the accolade. They captured mosques, maneuvered to GBC, and carried out their nefarious activities. All we heard on the radio. The reactionary forces have taken over the helms of affairs. This is Lance Corporal Carlos Haludijua. The universities have been opened. Captain Kojo Chikata to report from all angles. Hey! The nation Ghana was under siege. Cadres! These uncouth broadcasts were quelled in no time by both loyal soldiers and cadets without arms. Aluta! Continue. They met the resistance of the people's power. Since then, vigilance has been their cadets' motivation. Brevity has been their hallmark. Discipline is their daily word, and teamwork is their goal. That was why Oladeka, Afrikuta, and some cadets were disarmed by soldiers. In a scuffle, Adeka died. This action was truly a wake-up call. This signature gave birth to the Compton Wesizwe branch of the ANC of Ghana. Combat readiness, the CDOs. The cadets defended the revolution to the peak of the heights. They fought for the victory even without arms, no weapon. They dedicated their lives to the process. They love participation. Even some died in the course of duties. Constantly and consistently, the cadres keep the perpetual flame burning for pride and happiness. Today, the United Cadres Front, the people that come by force, has come to praise the NDC. Cadres never give up. Cadres are not money conscious. Cadres, that's for everything, are brave. Saupo, Saumpo, Cadres, Atibebia. Some were maimed, some were tortured, some had bullets in their bodies, some lost their families. Oh yes, some even lost their marriages. Yet, no reward. Oh, no ex-Russia, no salaries. But for all this, cadets never complained. Stand submarine and emerge. So stop the negative activities of the cadets. Everywhere there was various. No matter how discriminatory they encounter. No matter how proud they are. No matter how relegating the experience. No matter. Cadets still remain strong, united and fearless. Aluta! Some have died unnoticed. Some sick, no hope. Some remain in wheelchairs. Some blind, some maimed, and some still bedridden. Your Excellency, President Mahama, the cadets, your label lieutenant are part of you. We cherish you, we adore you, support you. But don't forget us. Aluta continua.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Ene wasuo. Amache wancheme wamami. Mother of the nation. Nele no di yokekle. Ebape Vice President Kehawo. Ne epewa chair His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Ne kuni empewa no 2024 general elections. Mabi ngade ngwami ke osepemi wamacha Her Excellency the first Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Professor Nana Jane Opoku Ajibai.
Thank you very much. The chairman of our party, the General Secretary, Naname, members of parliament, elders of our party, members of the media, all of us who are gathered here. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I promise to be very brief. First, I bring you greetings from His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, who wishes everybody a very, very happy New Year. We know why he's not here. In this kind of position, sometimes, as we used to say in school, it is difficult to division yourself into twice. Because sometimes the 2 or 3 activities are equally important, and it's very, very difficult to make a choice. So we understand that. And I believe that when I go back to tell him that it was a spectacular performance today, I would have been telling the truth, wouldn't I? I salute everybody and all the people who marched past, especially the children among them. My special salutations to them. Thank you. Thanks to all the organizers for making today even more special. I also commend all the speakers who have come before me. So much they have said. So much truth they have shared with us. And I know that we've heard them all. And as time goes on, even from today, we'll abide by them. The first point I want to make is that, yes, we are a young country, but our history goes much, much further back. And I want us to be very, very mindful of that. The people of Ghana say, isn't that the case? That we've come from far away. And a very important comedian who has passed said, we came from far away. Either way, they are pointing us to a certain path in the past. And I'm using this to let us all know that there's so much we have survived. And we have survived that based on certain principles. And those principles still persist and they are still valid. Those principles have shaped our history as we have come along, including what we are celebrating today. The very important fact of holding ourselves together, of saying no to the wrong things and forging ahead with the values that matter. And today we are remembering 44 years. There are many we know. There was one thing that also used to occupy J.J. Rawlings, and that was the people whose names may have perished, but who were part of the forward march. He never forgot. And that was why he was always interested in pushing others forward and not himself. That is one lesson I want all of us to learn. I don't want to speak for too long. So it calls into our memory the role of the unknown soldier. What motivated those people? I believe it's because there was a cause they believed in, and they were willing to sacrifice everything. What motivated them? It was what was good for the majority. And what was that? It was about the values that would push our country forward. And what are some of them? We all know. We use the words. And I want to urge that sometimes we pause and think about what they connote. Accountability, openness, caring, respecting, regardless. Working not only for ourselves, but more for others. Regardless what we are doing, whether it's a private business, we are teaching, we are healing, we are interacting, to put others first. So the question is, what are we doing to keep that focus, to advance our country, to ensure that the original sacrifices others made, so that we are here today, that those sacrifices remain valid? What is our role? What is our charge today? I heard them poetry. Some didn't even have the privilege of spending time with their own children. I can't imagine a sacrifice more than that. They did all of that. And as I said, our history goes further back. Many people have brought us here. Today we are here. What are we doing with that privilege? What one good thing are we doing to help one person? Now we are at the cusp of a new year. Yes, we will count our blessings. But we'll also be very mindful of our weaknesses and balance the two. It has been a difficult year, we know. But we have also been, let me say that God has been gracious, and I'm not just using words. We have been through a very, very difficult time. But yes, we have survived, and we will survive it even further going ahead. The quality of our depends on you and me. All the things that we do, regardless where we are. Whether we are appointment or we are not, or we don't. Our activities affect others. Let us ensure that they are affecting others in positive ways and not in ways that inure only to us. We are, you know what, New Year begins tomorrow, doesn't it? How are we entering this new year? I'm not going to ask about resolutions. We hope for a better year. A better year doesn't announce itself because it's going to be a better year. We can make it a better year. And I know that we will. We don't plan to do that. Yes. Thank you very much. And going forward, let us all be mindful. We have an agenda to prosecute. We have a country to build. And everybody is part of it. And I've said it again and again, regardless where we are, regardless the role to play. Everybody has a role to play. Let us stay the course. Let us avoid unhelpful distractions. Let us put the country forward and put Ghana first. All other things will be added unto us. Happy New Year to everyone. Thank you very much.
Excellency Professor Nana Jane Opoku Ajiman, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana. Professor Nana Jane Opoku Ajiman. Hene wasupio nga esibamio. Loji wake wanuchumio chwepe manyagbe. I'll now invite the District Chief Executive.
Oklibone. General Pumi, wanyene hekpo ne efohanwi ne da ne echalio ne nofiano bugbo enyo mami doyo wa former chairman Neji Dr. Ofoswan Pofu. One which cannot find a pure. The GCO can NDC party. Honorable Fifi Fiavi Kwete. Nimeli
idasi le imana no fiano si ka mono 44th commemoration of the 31st December revolution of our PNG Hill. Yenye mime ima oblonyano kena no fiano si ka ne wagadia ye ne dia po manyagbemio ke ha suomi ne nyenga ke ha NDC party o ye jekpo ye gbo ha nye he adali maso NDC le adali behe ko hie na ma wo NDC ke ha no pa wale nene flight lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings epe ha wo wale nene NDC ma party o epe ha adama e oke mono wange yo esaka wa ye ne dio ka we nana kan NDC o afome nga adan le adan no gi NDC ye nyami me ne wa wo wa program o ke banyagbe o ima pa planning committee of bio mepe ke mode bobo na bo both national ne wa che kofi ato enya hem neke obale local committee ne organizing committee ne wa che ne neka ke pemi enye hem wakenye chokla ayeko wakpanye pe kenesie yene ko ne nyama pay 31st ngo adan wake wa pay ready ye work by ko ha wo le eno wa ma pie le ma be no ma ne jo wo chokla di ani ande ba na wo ye pe no.
Honorable KK Kabu DC Adan West Bochum Samenya ke sinamne okeba epio ka hene wasuo wamache osofo pana case for the agbesi ke engeyo kone eba wo closing prayer osofo agbesi ke engeyo kone obasole ne wakemu wanechum nonya abene wade akwa gbenya excellency the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Professor Nana Jane Opoku Ajimai, Eka Dikoto Bakone, Aba Unyetua Papa Bai, Onofiana Nancy, Kama Mahua no Manya, Kama, Loco Emaji, Mamachawa Papa also for Bekone, Asoli, our Yechumka.
We sing in Ikewabasu. We thank God for how far He has brought us. Let us pray. Oneke wasimu ne wapenoko ne ebehie wama wune oji goleku ne ke wasimu wabenye ne wamachakpo wakesina hamo nge ine okewosu bene wamaje isi omafondika chemo no kba wusen ne wanyabwa minomi nine ke jeblonya tomio esisije wasipio okewo blemi wake wahamo chumi. We thank you so much, Oh Lord, for how far you have brought us from the beginning of the program to this time. Father, as we leave, we don't leave your presence. We pray for your grace to take us to our destinations. It is my prayer that we all enter into the year 2026 with victory. We'll enter into the year 2026 with grace and greatness. We love you, God. And we thank you for your faithfulness to us. Amen.
Ochum Samina guys Babio
TDXYZ Power 97.9 Radio XYZ 93.1 anniversary of 31st December revolution Edinina Epremo Empanyfo Mukasa Mafunu nyina no dodo no eye kokobonse ma wode ekoma NDC amanyokonu mu mpanyfo ne fe appointees won a wo mu aban mu a yenga fa wo no na ohwa yede sakoko bonsem no ekoma won utie nsema Dr. Zenato Ajman Rawlings eka nsema fifi avikwete eka eni efei national chairman dima NDC amanyoko
Kono Johnson esi edu ketiade o chem say nsem bia nipa bi arikika ade fa owura Sami Jemfi ene fe governor ade ma yan sikakwa bia Atam Bank of Ghana no chem say nye no kware na mpo sense ne omo kan sem no ngatimi yi sika yi ade aye ne mapa ama oman ne sika sem atimi agina ne nangso dia no say won abo wo ho modenti so wo si won ko ye hwemu bia ojetum say won to koso no wonye ne sanso ne nyina mu no nsem wore ka no enye no kware na nipa bi ene wo pese wo scandal bi keke ade ma aban no omanga de hwe ahanu ena ene de ye de adwumadi ne nyinara ebesi edi nsem edi wedi nyina no efe asafo tufiam park ai eno wo adamba tompesi aso won kramantama na asida enkoma young director of TV eye ora Ralph Jampo efe young head of technical eye ora Kelvin Asante uye no so finchen young camera crew William Safo Prince Osofo enefe Emmanuel Nete ohwe say young sound nyina no bibia bega ye social media handlers enefo bibia roboaye ye da munyinara ase asida ena yede eremamo na yesemu bosse bibia bekoso ewo Ghana fa na nyina no TV XYZ Power FM Radio XYZ ye de ho ama ne bo nyina ebebramu nanse na ne nyina no o mampandinga be de kire so kasa ye kirem se afifufo ma ye besim no ye nyinara ye nye bibiara na enkamo no ma no entimi nkonanim efi asafo tufiam park ewada no